Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 4 of the New Japan Pro Wrestling series here on the channel. It's TEW 2020, and a bit of a different intro than what we're usually going to do, because we're not going to go through the tour goals and everything right now. I felt like, I still think New Japan Strong should just kind of be shown in kind of like a recap form, but the first one is pretty iconic. It's the first ever one. So I felt like we should actually book that and show kind of the thought process and all that, and then we'll start doing all the recapping stuff. And obviously the tour is still like 6 days away from actually starting, so I just felt like give me some little bit more time to like think of stuff and whatnot. And because I'll say this, Wrestling Dontaku, there's going to be 2 nights, 1 and 2, obviously. That went without saying, but the 2 nights, I want them to be somewhat different, but also having stuff that kind of collide with one another as far as having number one contendership matches on the first night and then having the title match on the second night, stuff like that. But also, too, I want to limit 3 title matches per show. So that's another thing that I'm trying to limit myself. Maybe 4. Maybe we do have the titles for it. That's an idea, certainly. But right now, it's 3. And we got those laid out. But really, the rest of the card, don't really have anything. I think the most matches I have on one card is 5. And that's way too small. But it's still early, still very, very early. I don't need to have the full card completed by the time we even get the first show done of the actual road to. Plus, there's a lot of things going on this tour, just to kind of show everyone what's going on. So we have Sengoku Lord, and we also have Wrestling Satsumu no Kuni also. And then we'll have the actual nights of 1 and 2. So I still have to rename some of these as well. I'm probably going to take off 10 and 11 here of the tour dates. So all in all, we'll have 12, which is still, I mean, it's a lot. It's a lot of tour dates, and it's a lot of things going on, because like Sengoku Lord, don't really have a lot of ideas on what I want that to be, and which is a little interesting. It's very, very different, but I think we could have some fun with it and kind of do things a little different, and also really, this is where the forbidden door is going to get fucking blown wide open. This is the start where we're going to be using some AEW talent, Impact talent. We're going to be using, Ring of Honor talent. We're going to be using even talent from Mexico, talent from the UK. Like we're going to try to use as much talent as we can possibly get for this tour. That's elsewhere for this. Just even though right now we just lost $600,000 last month. I'm not sure how we're looking right now. We're actually in the green. We're looking good. So that's a positive. We basically gained that money back and then some right now. So that's great. But it's still, we have a long, long time before we get into the actual end of the tour. We've made $1 million off ticket sales, though, which is great. And now with New Japan Strong becoming a thing, is that going to change? Are we going to make more money, or are we actually going to lose more money because we're throwing now that into the mix as well? A lot of things going on. But without further ado here, let's go on to the New Japan Strong taping. Alright, we got some backstage incidents. Kenta and Tanahashi, that's fun. As he's before Wrestler's Court, accused of being absorbed on his phone, and when he should have been paying attention to a locker room meeting, the judge, Hiroshi Tanahashi, found him guilty and sent him to buy a crate of beer for everyone. There we go. And then Satoshi Kojima passing tips on psychology to his protege, Tamura. Perfect. Alright, so the show. Well, first we gotta pick a venue, because it's probably gonna have us be probably in Kanto if I had to guess. Yeah, we're not gonna be in Kanto. Let's see, Southwest. See if we got, the fucking Reseda. That's fun. I don't think we're gonna have anything that like that size. Would be my guess. Oh, some nightclub. Oh, there we go, Ocean View Pavilion. That works. That'll work. I'm assuming that's the best spot for us to go. As then the Globe Theater. I'm assuming that's our highest popularity. Yeah, 326. It could have been that or Tri-State. We're gonna go with Southwest, though. Alright, so we'll go probably top to bottom, and it's gonna end with an angle. surprise, surprise, as Dark Order. Stand tall. As I'm not gonna say who it is, but we're just gonna put they stand tall over blank for the sake of this video. So we're gonna have obviously the Exalted One, Brody Lee. We're gonna have Black Taurus in there. We're gonna have Alex Reynolds, John Silver, and the Disciples of Destruction, and Calvin Tankman, Will Hobbs. I'm thinking we're gonna stick with Will Hobbs and not Powerhouse Hobbs, if that makes sense. So Brody's the only one gonna be rated, and then the person, which we'll add. I know it's kind of redundant to add him afterwards, but the main event of the first ever New Japan Strong is Jay White versus Juice Robinson. Kind of an interesting matchup. I just felt like that's a fun, they were in the same, well, I mean, not really the same Young Lion class, but kind of, because Juice left, obviously, NXT around the same time Jay White and Dave Finlay were Young Lions, and I mean, it's, they're basically the same class. I know it's kind of weird to say, but yeah, we'll have Juice and then Jay White. Thought about getting rid of the little, quotations on Jay White, because he's Jay White. It's just, he will need the switchblade every time. We'll give it 20. I'm going to give it a good bit of time, which might be a mistake, because we do only have 60 minutes. We're going to get Jay White the win there. Perfect. Perfect. Alright, so we're already at 25 minutes. Next thing is another singles match. It's Jeff Cobb, Yuji Nagata. Hell yeah. Fun match here. We're going to cut this down to about 13. Jeff Cobb's going to get the win. See, if I was to say Nagata's probably going to be pissed. We'll keep him strong just because he's Nagata. I respect the shit out of the man. Okay, he's still pissed. Yeah, we'll keep him strong still. We'll just deal with that. I'm assuming we still have to do Steal the Show and Technical Masterclass. Yep. Had a feeling. That's kind of the one thing I was worried about, dealing with that. But I think I know what our Steal the Show match, and it's this tag match. Junior tag match. It's high impact of the Rascals. Desmond Xavier, Zachary Wentz. And, let's see if I got... Okay, there's Bandito. Oh, we don't have Flamita. Why is Flamita not here? Is he working somewhere else? Let's take a look. Or not. Why is it... Oh. Game's wanting to crash. What the fuck is going on with TEW right now? There we go. Yep, of course, he's still out injured. Thought he was ready to go. I guess not. That's what I get for, 4 days. Damn, just missed it. That's alright. We'll push that back for the next one. So we'll, go on with the next thing, which is, Death Riders Wasteland 6-man tag, which is actually kind of perfect, because I think we were going to have, 5 matches on this card, which is a little too much for a 1-hour show. I think really anywhere between 3 to 5 is a perfect number. We're going to have the Death Riders of Jon Moxley and Eddie Kingston, Homicide, taking on Wasteland, of course, of the Gods of War, Connor Kratos, Victor Kratos, and then JR Kratos. Yeah, we're going to give this about 11 minutes, sure. And let's see here. Oh, who would give the win to? I think we're just going to have Moxley beat JR Kratos. There we go. A little 11-minute match. And we're going to have Suzuki-gun show up and take out Tech Death Riders. Post-match. So not one, but 2 angles. And obviously Suzuki-gun, Minoru Suzuki, Zack Sabre Jr., Tai Chi, and Lance Archer coming in from AEW. So then we'll have Mox, Kingston, and Homicide. And we'll have Suzuki, Sack, Archer, and then Selling for these people. Perfect. And we'll just minor defeat on Death Riders, minus success. It's like we're doing an actual storyline. Not that it matters, but just for the shits and giggles of it all. Alright, so we need a technical masterclass, and we need a steal the show match. And we only have an hour. Jay White and Juice might actually get some time cut down to 18 minutes. So now we're at 10 minutes. Yeah, I want to have Jay White involved in this angle as well. Oh, that's again. There we go. Selling. Thanks a lot, Windows Security, for the update. Really appreciate it. As now, do we need another one? do we need another notification? I'd say no. All right. I'm kind of torn because I'm like, we're probably gonna have to just have this be the technical masterclass. Ugh, man, this is not good. So, the opener was gonna be, and I think it's still gonna be. It's gonna be a Team Filthy Crime Time Players match. Crime Time Players being Jason Paul and Fred Rosser. I mean, that's just felt like that was too perfect to not do. And the Filthy Tom Lawler team, it's going to be Tom Lawler, Josh Alexander as Josh. So here's what Filthy Tom Lawler, we got to do Team Filthy for Josh Alexander for his little picture here. So Team Filthy is going to be obviously Tom Lawler. It's going to be Josh Alexander, Daniel Garcia, and Dominic Guerrero. And I think that's it. I think it's just going to be a 4-person stable. Daniel Garcia is kind of be like the young guy of it, and we're gonna have. I think we're gonna have Team Filthy get the win. I was gonna have Filthy Tom, but I think we're actually gonna have Josh beat Fred Rosser. But I actually think Crime Time Players gonna be a fun team. Just the way their pop is set up, they could actually be pretty fun. Okay, Fred is extremely upset about that. Let's try Jason Paul. Okay. Way to go, JTG. So, yeah, we need something for Steal the Show. Oh, boy. We're kind of... I'm assuming Jay White and Juice can't do a technical masterclass. Yeah. And plus, it's the main event. I don't want it to be too bad. Yeah, we might just give it... Oof. So, this is going to be a choice. But we're going to give away some time from this. And I'll give this 15 at least, or try to. And have this be the technical masterclass. It's not going to be great. Man, we got to cut 3 minutes. We'll cut this down to 2 minutes. Just because it's, it's actual, like, stable on one guy type of deal. And we'll take away some minutes from this match as well. Give it 11. Oh god, well, yeah, that's set still as technical masterclass. We can have it set for Steal the Show. Sure. Here we go. Alright, so that is the first New Japan Strong. Let's see if this will be the only New Japan Strong. As the opener, it's a 37. And Filthy Tom and Josh Alexander. Pretty good stuff for Team Filthy there. So they beat the Crime Time Players, Josh Alexander, with a TKO in 15 minutes. With a technical masterclass match, it's not really that bad. We've had far worse matches there. A 46, a 51 for Filthy Tom, and a 48 for Josh Alexander. They're kind of looking like Team Filthy is going to be a good little stable for New Japan Strong. We kind of have a lot of stables going on with New Japan Strong with the Wasteland, the Death Riders, and Team Filthy. But now this match. Yeah, I mean, Mox... Here's the thing about this match. I was like, well, Mox is probably going to do pretty well. Really, this could have been the main. Honestly, it could have, but I just felt like having a Jay White, Juice Robinson main event just made a lot more sense. We probably could have had, again, having Jeff Cobb and Nagata follow it, but then that would, Technical Masterclass steal the show kind of back to back. I don't think it would have worked that well. But maybe I was wrong. But I wanted to give them some time between the two, as John Moxley with the Death Rider on JR Kratos in 640. Bit of a short match. As Connor and Victor actually did pretty well with 52 and 50. Just JR Kratos off his game and didn't really do that hot, but Death Rider's killing it. See how Suzuki Gun debut? Suzuki Gun attack on the Death Riders. Didn't put Archer in Suzuki Gun yet, because I just had him just do alone for now, because I really had no idea what I wanted to do with Lance Archer. Once we get back to the actual tour, we'll probably do a talent trade, but just for this one night thing, I felt like a loan was fine. A 45 for Nagata and Cobb, as Cobb with the Tour of the Islands in 11:09. Not bad. Let's see how the main event does. It's a 47. Yep, wrong match went on last year. As Jay White with the Blade Runner in 1759. Whew. Not great. Not great. See how the angle does. It's a 33 as well. It's Dark Order standing tall over Jay White. We're going to have a Dark Order Bullet Club feud. Who knows? But very, very fun there. The Exalted One, Brody Lee. I mean, everybody making their debut. It's a huge-ass main event angle. That gets a 33, though. We increased our pop everywhere but Japan. So that did... It had its purpose. Definitely the wrong match went on last. Definitely should have had Death Riders go on last because of Mox's performance. I think New Japan Strong, it's going to be tough, for sure. But I think we'll be able to make it successful given time, But right now, I just don't think our pop is there for a lot of the guys that are based in Japan. But luckily, we have guys like Moxley that can do those high ratings, and maybe we'll get some talent from AEW as well to help us out on New Japan Strong. We got lots of shit going on. We got, it's still the first one. We can only go up from here, hopefully. But really, the angles sucked, which we'll definitely not do again, as they got 33s and 34s, and we'll hopefully get that back with the next show. Alright, so now on to the actual tour, the Wrestling Dontaku tour. We got a lot of different shows going on, too. We got the Sengoku Lord show. I mean, it's a shit show, for sure, this tour. It's a lot going on. There's a lot of, just a shit show as a booking perspective, because there's a lot thrown at me to really navigate and try to make them all different in a way at the same time. Alright, so before we get into the actual first show of the tour, we do obviously go through the actual tour goals and whatnot. As for the tour goals, we have a mini push of Mexa Blood. Bandito and Flamita, as you see there, they're going to be taking on Roppongi 3K on night 2 of Wrestling Dontaku, so just figured, very much like how High Impact of Desmond Xavier and Zachary Wentz, we pushed them pretty hard for a little bit, gave them a couple of wins over some teams, and that's the same thing we're going to do here, but maybe a little bit on a bigger scale with Mexa Blood, because I think they're going to be a more established team, really, as far as what we're going to use them for in the future. And, I think that's going to be a fun team, though. Obviously, Bandito Flamita, Jesus, as they are going to have some fun ratings, I think. And Bandito's obviously worked in New Japan before, so I think his ratings are going to be a little bit easier to, improve compared to Flamita's, but still, very excited to see how they do. The Aftermath of the first New Japan Strong, so even though that show hurt us popularity in Japan, I think as far as what it did for the rest of the world, I think it improved our ratings, and I think it's a good starting place for what we're going to do. We saw the Dark Order debut and Suzuki Gun and Death Riders, which you see there. Second night again of Wrestling Dontaku, we're going to have a Death Rider, Suzuki Gun, 6-man. I think we're going to have some type of Dark Order 6-man against maybe the rest of Bullet Club on a night. Obviously, Jay White's taking on Naito, and it's like, well, how do we get there with him? Is he going to still take on Brody Lee? Like, what's going on there? We're slow kind of building that with him and Brody. We have a long time before we get to Dominion, But we have so many big time shows happening. Obviously, the two Wrestling Dontaku nights, but I also have Sengoku Lord, and we also have the Summer Struggle in Junju Stadium that we're gonna do. So we have a lot going on, and also have the Wrestling Satsumi no Kuni, which we've kind of already figured out there. You see on the fifth tour goal what the main event and co-main events are for that. As for the third goal, have Evil, Shingo, and Bushi defend their never openweight six-man belts for the first time. Yeah, I mean, they've been champions, obviously, since the start of this month, so back in March. And no defenses of that title. Really have been sleeping on that. And really, we need to get some title defenses up with them. For having the belts for almost 70 days now and having no defenses, little sad. So we need to change that. And I think they're going to have one on Sugoku Lord as well. Maybe not, though, because then at the same time here, you see that we're going to have a never openweight title match at Sengoku Lord for Shingo. Because you see there's Shingo. We're probably going to have Shingo and Hiromu have a junior heavyweight title matchup, but I'm not exactly sure who with the Sengoku Lord. It's kind of an interesting situation with the junior division right now because obviously we're anticipating the best Super Junior, so I kind of wanted to give Hiromu some time off a little bit before that tour, just in case he gets hurt or something. But also, too, that is a while away once we get to Sengoku Lord and to when we get to the actual best Super Juniors. But, it's still, you try to keep those things in mind in case something does happen like that. But yeah, I mean, that's just kind of what we're figuring out. Who's he going to take on? At first, I was like, Shingo Jeff Cobb seems pretty fun, but also at the same time, might be a little too soon for Jeff Cobb. But yeah, I mean, that's just some ideas floating around there. And then having Tomohiro Ishii and Hiroshi Tanahashi and Hiroki Goto and Kota Ibushi for Wrestling Satsumi no Kuni show. The main event's definitely going to be Ishii and Tanahashi, and then the co-main event's going to be Goto and Ibushi. Should be very, very fun. Obviously, that's playing into what's the main event of Wrestling Dontaku Night 1, which is an IWGP Tag Team title matchup of Tomohiro Ishii and Hiroki Goto versus Golden Ace, which we do have a graphic for. Hell yeah. It's, that's going to be a fun match. That's going to be a very fun match. I'm trying to make that tag team division mean something, and that's kind of one of the big goals I've had going into this save, is making that tag division more prominent and making it a bigger deal, not only in the New Japan lore, but also just in ratings as well for our company. And I think that's going to be a very, very fun main event there, as the co-main is an IWGP US heavyweight title matchup as Jon Moxley, the champion, taking on Minoru Suzuki, as I just realized I didn't do my little, the champion gimmicks for, over here. So I'm going to go ahead and do that for, and then we'll have to rearrange this. That's alright. There we go. Just a little switcheroo. Just so, just for my sake, and just look at it, just be like, oh, there we go. That's much better. There we go. I did the rest of them, but just not that. But yeah, that's going to be a very, very fun IWGP US heavyweight title matchup. Obviously, this is a rematch from the New Beginning in Osaka show. Or was it Sapporo? One of the two. I might even been a US New Beginning show. I'm kind of blanking on which New Beginning show it was in 2020, but it's a rematch from that. Obviously, that's the fallout from the first New Japan Strong. One of the main things that's the fallout that we're going to see on this tour is that. And so we didn't have a graphic for the never open weight 6-man, but it is Orange Tomato Juice of Orange Cassidy, Kaji D'Amato, and Juice Robinson taking on Evil, Shingo, and Bushi. That's a lot of fun, obviously. I joked, I was like, we're going to have to do that eventually. We're doing it right now, and Wrestling Dontaku Night 1. I have no idea how Orange Cassidy's going to do. I want to have them be on a New Japan Strong show, just to kind of see where they're at. As far as, obviously, Kaji D'Amato's ratings aren't going to be that good on that New Japan Strong, but at least some type of idea of what I'm dealing with. It's very interesting, because obviously New Japan Strong, their ratings will be so much different compared to what they are in Japan, so you do have to factor that in as well, but should be very, very fun match, all things considered. And then we're going to have Dangerous Tekkers, Guerrillas of Destiny. That's kind of like a number one contenders match there. Obviously, Dangerous Tekkers just challenged Golden Ace at Sakura Genesis came up short, so to having God kind of being the next team up is because you see there what's going to happen. And obviously that's not going to be advertised as this. This is just kind of be like, question mark and question mark if this was real life. But you see there the co-main event of night 2. GOD's going to beat Dangerous Techers, and they're going to take on the Chaotic Pitbulls, because yes, they're going to beat Golden Ace. So Chaotic Pitbulls, Tomohiro Ishii and Hiroki Goto. Very, very fun there. Can't wait for that match as far as the main event. But that co-main is going to be very interesting, because right now, that main event is the only thing saving that card, I think. The Death Rider Suzuki Gun match might be better than that co-main in the Junior Heavyweight Tag match. As for then the rest of what I have for night 1, I only have 5 matches for night 1, which is a little bit on the short side, that is for sure. And it's basically a Suzuki Gun Bullet Club match again, where it's Despy and Kanemaru against Phantasmo and Ishimori, which, yeah, I mean, that's just a junior tag match to combat with the heavyweight tag match that's happening on that card, where it's Suzuki Gun and Bullet Club, which, again, kind of a weird kind of story going on, because obviously the big thing I think we should do is having Suzuki Gun and the Death Riders, which probably is something we should have done. Maybe we'll change it up. Maybe we'll have Dangerous Techers versus Kingston and Homicide, and then we'll do God versus another kind of established team as a number 1 contenders match. Just an idea, just an idea, a food for thought, one might say, just to change it up a little bit. That's just an idea. For night 2, we have for the IWGP, oh god, no, wrong graphic, there we go, IWGP Intercontinental Championship matchup, as Jay White taking on Tetsuya Naito, rematch from Wrestle Kingdom 14 Night 2, as Jay White was coming in as the Intercontinental, or Night 1 rather, yeah, because Night 2 was when Naito beat Okada for both belts, so yeah, Night 1. Night 1 of Wrestle Kingdom 14, Jay White came in as the champion, walked out as the loser, losing to Tetsuya Naito, who then obviously unified both belts, well, not unified both belts, he became double champion. And Tetsuya Naito, for the first time in this series at least, and I want to establish him defending not just, the heavyweight title, but also the Intercontinental title as well, and maybe down the line a unification, putting them both on the line against someone. That's, another food for thought idea. Obviously, we didn't have a graphic for God and Chaotic Pitbulls, because we kind of talked about that already, as far as, like, that wouldn't really be a graphic unless it was, like, going into the next night. But God, Chaotic Pitbull's very, very fun there. As, just I feel like Ishii and Goto can bring the best out of God there. And it's a fresh matchup at least. And I think they can, the right team's going to win there. I'm not going to, scare anyone. But should be, at least, for Ishii and Goto to help elevate those guys in Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa. Junior Heavyweight Tag Team Title matchup. We have the challengers and Bandito and Flamita, Mexa Blood, take it on Show and Yo, as, Roppongi 3K, their stats are a little off, I'm not gonna lie to you, I think their stats are off just a little bit. I think they shouldn't be as low as 40s, but that's just me. But this should be a very fun junior tag match, all things considered. Think of it, like, in real life, I'd be a lot more excited maybe in this mod, because of how Roppongi 3K are doing. But, all in all, this card is, I kept with the 3 titles on each night, just to kind of give them an even footing. And for the rest of the card for night 2 that I have 6 matches, so I got 1 more than I have for Wrestling Dontaku Night 1, Jesus Christ, as Death Riders of Jon Moxley, Homicide, Eddie Kingston, taking on Suzuki Gun of Minoru Suzuki, Lance Archer, and Zack Sabre Jr. Should be a very, very fun 6-man there. That could be the best, or the second best match on the card there, as High Impact, Desmond Xavier, Zachary Wentz taking on Hiromu Takahashi and Bushi. That's a big time match. We might do a Hiromu Desmond Xavier match just for the kind of fuck of it type of thing, at like either a Sengoku Lord or something like that, just to throw it out there. Not a bad idea. As then Taichi and El Desperado taking on Kenta and Taichi Shimori. A little heavyweight junior match for Taichi and Despy, and then Kenta and Taichi Shimori. I think that's a fun little match there. But yeah, I mean, all in all, this is a interesting night of those two nights because I want them to be different, but at the same time want them to still tell stories from a lot going on. I want to have them have some type of matches from New Japan Strong, and then the stories that are happening on New Japan Strong happen on Wrestling Dontaku's nights 1 and 2. Obviously we're gonna have some Young Lions involved in some matches as well. But I just wanted to make sure that I have the kind of the marquee of the cards, at least 5 to 6 matches before we kept going with the tour. As we're already here at the first night, I already picked the venue, and I really have no idea what we're gonna book. So this should be pretty hilarious. Oh, that's right, we didn't even go through the incidents. As we'll go ahead and do that. As it's just one. It's Ishii. And Hirata, yeah, as he's passing dibs on the cell. Hell yeah. As let's see here. So obviously, we have the fallout from New Japan Strong. We could do a 6-man of Brody and Hobbs and Tankman. Could do that against God and Jay White. Just again, a food for thought type of thing. But that's a little too big of a match for, I think, Hobbs. And so maybe we won't do that just yet. Maybe we can do instead, we'll do Brody, and we'll do the Disciples of Darkness taking on Fale and God. That's a little bit more on our pay grade, yeah, I think. As do we where's God at? What the hell? We'll see timer, and then so Tangaloa is hurt. All right, so we'll just throw Yujiro out there. That's fine by me. All right. We could throw Jay White out there, I guess, for this match, since it's kind of all over the place now. And then we'll have Fale. There we go. That's a little better. So we'll give it 15 for now. And we're going to have Brody beat Fale, yeah. Big win for Brody. Interesting way to kick off the tour. Fale's pissed. Yeah, don't care. That's because I got a feeling Brody's gonna outperform Bad Luck Fale there. Just got a feeling, and we can so we can do a junior tag match. I think Flamita's ready to go. I believe, yes, he is. Perfect. Bandito, Flamita. I think I might change Flamita's picture because it's from when he turns into demonic Flamita, which is a little predating this mod a little bit. So we might take a look and see what Flamita's got as far as other pictures go. Yeah, we might use an alt here. Yeah, that works much better. And plus, that's the picture we used for the fucking graphic. So I like that. Back to the screen here. Alright, so junior tag match. Max of Blood. We might just throw Alex Reynolds and John Silver out there. It's an idea. It's an idea for sure. I think we might have them do Phantasmo and Ishimori, though. Just as far as to keep the bullet. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do instead there. We'll give him Jado and Ghetto. That's always the kind of the gatekeepers that are Jado and Ghetto. They got to get through them first in the junior division. They got to work their way up. So we're going to have Bandito beat Jado. Not a bad way to kind of kick off the tour, if we need it to kick off the tour. Alright, so, again, Alex Reynolds, John Silver, El Phantasmo, and Taiji Shimori, this is going to be interesting, because I don't want Alex Reynolds and John Silver to win, so that's kind of a weird way of kicking off a tour, having them lose, but at the same time, they shouldn't win, in this match here. So we're going to give them... this could be the technical masterclass match. I think that's what we're going to actually do to kick off the tour. As we'll have Ishimori get the win here over Alex Reynolds. Feel bad. So do love me some Beaver Boys, but it's just not time yet for them to really do well. They're kind of more structured for New Japan Strong more than anything. As yeah, then we got some. So we got some story there happening. As far as what should main event is a whole other question. Because I think we're gonna have it be a 6-man, and I'm thinking we'll have the Chaotic Pitbulls and Yoshihashi. Oh, that's Yoshihashi not here. I guess he's not here. All right, never mind on Yoshihashi. That's right, he got hurt. That's right, he broke his arm. Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, that's right. As see who else we can throw at him from Chaos, because we could go with a junior, and we can kind of go like, because the idea was having Tanahashi and Ibushi, and then having like Taguchi or something. So that's certainly an idea. So we could do that. Have Francesco in the main event, and do Yusuke. Oh, that's right. We had Taguchi not be there. Man, we are just kind of Chaos is kind of thin here. Yeah, we'll do. Yeah, we'll actually do Robbie Eagles instead, just because I feel like that. Yeah, and then Rock. So then Tanahashi, Kota, Ibushi. Yeah, that's so we got for a main event. It's a little. No, we can't do that because it's Chaos against Chaos, and that never mind. That ain't gonna work. That's. Let's see here. Let's just exclude, just to kind of give us a better idea of what we can do. Because I mean, we're just kind of stuck. Man, oh man. Just got too many ideas for this. As who we can throw at them. What's let's do Cabana. Weird, I know, but and then we'll do Yano. There we go. So that's just kind of, that will be the story. We'll throw Cabana and Yano on a card. Maybe we'll have that be on Sugoku Lord. There we go. Hey, we're figuring it out. As yeah, we'll give him 20. A little long in the tooth, but and then we'll have Yano be Cabana. There we go. There we go. We're figuring it out as we go along here. So again, I think a good co-main, because I don't want Dark Order Bullet Club. I don't think that should be a co-main. Think we're gonna have just an idea. We're gonna have Sonata and actually we're gonna do Hiromu Bushi against High Impact. So, and then we're gonna have Desmond pin the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Champion. So a lot of pinfall losses for Hiromu in this. Actually, we'll have it be Desmond's gonna pin Bushi, just to kind of make that a little bit more. So that way we're not killing Hiromu's kind of, because he's already lost to someone in Robbie Eagles on the last tour. Yeah, Bushi's gonna be a little pissed about that. That's fine. We're just gonna keep having to buy guys off for them not to leave. We'll have that be there. We got a lot of junior tag stuff happening right now. That's not a perfect co-main, but Hiromu can carry that one. Whereas I'm not really positive. Jay White can not. He doesn't have that great ratings right now for New Japan. So I don't think that should be the co-main at all. I think we need to have this be the technical master. Okay, we already do. Perfect. So we just need one more match. I think we'll throw a Young Lion match out there. As we can have Yui Mora take on a Show. Just to get Show a nice, easy win, and to try to get him some positives going on as far as ratings improvement and whatnot. There we go. And there we go. Alright. We got our card. It's an interesting one, but I think it's necessary for what we got going on here. So 42 to kick off the show. I mean, yeah, Alex Reynolds with a 28, Johnson with a 32. Figured that was going to happen. Bloody Cross for Taiji Ishimori on Alex Reynolds, getting the win of 14-42. So yeah, I mean, Ishimori with a 47-39 Falcon. That's what I think was in the perfect spot that we needed there. As, Sho and Uemura with a Sho with a diving elbow. Does he not have his finisher set? I'm assuming not. As Sho was off his game. 36 for Sho. Not great. Not great at all. It's a 50 for Mexa Blood and Jado and Ghetto. Hell yeah. Bandito Flamito with 52s. Great start for Mexa Blood. Big things are going to happen. That was very much a waiting to see how they were going to do performance-wise. Both doing 52s. Because I figured, because, like, obviously they did Dragon Gate tours. Bandito had been in the best Super Juniors before. I figured his pop would be pretty well. And, they're both doing 52s in Japan. It's great. That's a great sign. Great sign. Revolution Fly for Mexa Blood there. Perfect. 55 for Dark Order New Japan in Bullet Club. As, hell yeah, Brody Lee and his Disciples of Darkness, and they did pretty well. Calvin Takeman with a 44 and Haas with a 41. Brody Lee outperformed Jay White, or they did the same rather. Tama Tonga with a 56, and Bad Luck Fale with a 42. Yeah, Tankman outperformed Bad Luck Fale. That was great. Brody Lee went to the pile driver. Does he not have finishers set as well? Man, that's the one thing about this mod, is their finishers were not set at all. I've had to change so many people's finishers, and, that's the thing where at least it's something that could be easily fixed. Just kind of like an annoying nuance type of deal. At least get it. It's a good jab ringside after getting his butt kicked from Mexa Blood. So 55 again for Bushi and Hiromu against High Impact. As Xavier pinning Bushi with the final flash. He got up, Desmond got outperformed by Bushi. But I think it was the right win as far as where we're going for a junior heavyweight title match at Sengoku Lord. So we're going to do Hiromu, Desmond, Xavier. That's a fun match. On paper, and I think a fun match, like, if it happened in real life. But here in the mod, I think it's going to do about a 50-something, That's just kind of where we're at as far as that goes. And then the main event's a 66, as Chaos beat the Colt Cabana Golden Ace team, as Yano pinning Cabana. As Cabana was the weakling, as he got a 45. Ishii was a 72. Outperformed everybody. That's crazy. 66 is for Ibushi and Tanahashi. 61 for Goto. 56 for Yano. Yeah, I mean, that should be a fun match, too. Yano and Cabana at Sengoku Lord. So, we got 2 matches added to that Sengoku Lord show. We just need to have something for the Never Openweight title. We increased our pop, which is great. Thumbs up there. But, yeah, that show match with Uemura, I figured it'd do at least like a 30-something. Not even close. Other than that, I mean, it's not a bad tour date. Not at all. On to the next one. That's alright. We got a backstage instance. They want us to be in the differ. I love that. Kojima passing tips on using psychology to his protege, Tomura. Hell yeah. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Alright, so, I'm trying to think. We haven't ran here since the New Japan Cup. The key to... Oh, wow. I was trying to think where we could go. Yeah, the Akita Gate Arena. That can work. Just, it's 2,000. But it's, I feel like it's good enough to where we'll have, at least 1,000. So it'll be half full. So, just to kind of... We did a New Japan Strong taping last night. Or, I guess it would be last night for in the game mod here. Zack Sabre Jr. Homicide, which was a great match. 65. Zack Sabre Jr. did like a 63, I want to say. Maybe a 67. And Homicide, I guess we can just click. There we go. Yeah, 66. Homicide did a 50. Some good stuff there. Alex Shelley and Amazing Red probably could have been a little bit better. Shelley literally was the best guy on the show, which is awesome, because he is, probably, definitely him and Zack Sabre Jr. should have a match on New Japan Strong. That'd be awesome. But, yeah, I mean, so Alex Shelley got hurt, and thanks to the Amazing Red Botch, so that's just great there. Finjuice, Crime Time Players. Finjuice won, thanks to Juice Robinson, pinning Fred Rosser, and then, I just love how it's just as Darren Young there. But both him and Juice, they were the top 2 guys of the match, which is crazy. And Jason Paul with a 43. David Finlay Jr. not even doing hot in America. And then Filthy Tom Lawler and Daniel Garcia of Team Filthy beating up on the LA Dojo Young Lions of Alex Coughlin, Clark Connors, as Filthy Tom the 51, Daniel Garcia the 45, which is awesome. Good stuff there. Daniel Garcia in his debut. So back to the task at hand, and that's a Road to Wrestling Dontaku, and this is the last show before Sengoku Lord. So, for, probably a good idea is to have, we'll throw Okada out there, because I want to have Okada have something to do on Sengoku Lord, just to even add to that card as well, or even wrestling Satsumi no Kuni as well, just something on that show, because we don't have anything for him on Wrestling Dontaku, which is crazy enough. I'll probably have to change as, we'll probably do Okada, and then Eagles, and Akira Francesco, the little junior team against and a heavyweight guy. See what we can do here as far as who they can face that it would make sense. We've kind of I've done. We can maybe do a Bullet Club team. Got a lot of different options. Lots of different options. We could probably do. Maybe not do that. I was thinking maybe LIJ, but then again, I don't think that could really work either. Kind of stuck on what I think we should do. We just kind of. We could do High Impact. We've used them a lot recently as High Impact, and then actually, let's throw Mexa Blood out there, and we do have Ryu Lee just kind of sitting there. Still, we haven't really used him in a while. That's an idea. We can do Ryu Lee, and then instead of Rob Eagles and Akira Francesco, we can also throw Rocky in there as well, so a little junior 6-man action. We could have Mexa Blood just be Bandito Flamito Ryu Lee. It's not a bad idea. It is a thought instead of having to be Ray Horace as the third guy. As we'll have. We're actually going to have Ryu Lee, just because I think Ryu Lee's going to do pretty well. Have him pin Francesco. That's a fun match, though. This is a fun 6-man. It's an idea. Just have them be Mexa Blood. We'll probably add that maybe after the show, just as far as an idea goes. I want to do I just want to do something with Okada. I just feel like he needs to be on this show. So Okada and we could do him and Yano. I guess that can work. And then do Cabana. And do him and Juice. I guess even though Juice just worked in Japan the night before. It's already getting on a plane and coming on back. We could do Kojima, maybe. Just an idea. Yeah, let's try it. As we'll give it 15. Just to keep it on a bit of a short side. We'll have Cabana over Yano now. They're kind of split pinfalls to go into Sengoku Lord. I guess we could do Okada and somebody from Chaos, like a Mikey Nichols against Tenkoji or something. It's not a terrible idea for Sengoku Lord. There we go. All right. I guess we could have made that a 6-man, but I think we'll just keep it as that. We'll do a Young Lions match of, oh yeah, that's right, they're not really a team, so Yota Tsuji, Yua Uemura, taking on the Great Bash Heel team, Makabe and Hanma. We're going to keep it like 10 minutes. Makabe's going to get the win there. And then the actual kickoff the show match. We're going to have... Let's see. Yeah, we'll do Carl Fredericks. And then Yoshida. It's a fun match. And well, Fredericks actually get the win. I think Fredericks will do better than Yoshida. Could be wrong though. And yeah, I think that's a solid kind of bottom 4. And now we'll start adding stuff to the top. As we're gonna do John Kingston against Suzuki and Archer. Pretty fun. Yeah, we still haven't added Lance Archer to Suzuki Goons, so we'll do that. There we go. Everybody dies. Which is fun. Obviously, this is what, you'll be seeing this after it happens, but it still hasn't happened yet as I'm booking this. The Death Riders Suzuki Goon. Well, they're not even called Death Riders, just Kingston and Mox. And Suzuki and Archer. We'll give it 18. And we're going to actually give Kingston the win over Archer. Just to give Eddie a big win in Japan. Hell yeah. Alright, so that's a fun main event there. Co-main. Maybe something with Jay against Brody. And then we'll have Jay. And we'll do Jay and El Phantasmo against Brody and Black Taurus. Hell yeah. And we'll have Black Taurus beat El Phantasmo. Black Taurus is the shit. I love Black Taurus. It's awesome. There we go. We kept it pretty short. Just because I don't know exactly how well they're going to do. I know, Brody's probably going to be the best guy in the match, but other than that, it's kind of a crapshoot type of deal. We could go with Okada Yano in the co-main instead, just off of namesake, but I think Jay White and the Bullet Club Dark Order story could keep going, and it could be in the co-main now. As I think that should be, just Fredericks, Yoshida, and Kingston were used too much. That's alright. We already know that opener's probably going to do okay. Yeah, it did pretty good. I mean, Yoshida actually outperformed him by 1 point. They both did 40s, which is pretty good for where they're at in their careers. I'm assuming Carl Fredericks and Yoshida don't have their finishers, so we'll have to add that. I mean, not a bad way to kick off the show. We've definitely had worse openers. And then Makabe and Hanma, Great Bash Heel, beating Yota Tsuji in Uemura. As Makabe with a lariat in 9:58. Young Lion's gonna get the shit beat out of him. As then, wow, Mexa Blood. Yeah, Ryu Lee was the best guy for Mexa Blood, but the best guy in the match was still Romero. So look at Francesco with a 45. You'd love to see that. As Ryu Lee with the win. Yeah, I think they're gonna be Mexa Blood. I think we're setting it in stone. Yeah, they're Mexa Blood now. I think that's a fun trio team as well. In Ryu Lee, Flamita, and Bandito. It's fun. Fun team. Wow, 71. Figured Okada would carry that one, but I didn't think he'd carry it to a 71. It's Cabana with a Colt 45 on Toru Yano. That's crazy. As, Cabana was the worst guy in the match. Yano was the second best guy. Actually outperformed Kojima. That's fun. It's good shit, though, for Okada. I mean, nothing's going to probably beat that, to be honest. Which is hilarious. I mean, this didn't do bad, though. Brody Lee with a 61. Oh, Brody Lee and Black Taurus have great chemistry. Hell yeah. Awesome. Black Taurus with the 47, too. Awesome. Hell yeah. Yeah, that's gonna be that's a lot of fun. Black Taurus and Brody doing well. That's a fun heavyweight junior team too. Yeah, this Dark Order New Japan stables come together pretty nicely. Yeah, sick. So, yeah, Phantasmo with a 44, and Jay White's at least getting a little close to Brody, so that's nice to see there. And another 62 for the main event, as Kingston with the sliding D on Lance Archer, 1752. Moxley and Kingston getting the win. Suzuki outperformed John by 1 point. Kingston with a 46, and Lance Archer with 43. Interesting. Lance Archer not doing so hot in Japan. It's odd. Very, very odd. I figured he'd be in the 50s. But a good shit for Kingston. That's a good win. And it's a pretty good show. Yeah, 62. Sure, the wrong match went on last. Flip, we just kind of put Kojima in. I should have known. Okada's. I even talked about just Okada's probably gonna have the best rating, and he's probably gonna bring that to the best match. But I felt just all in all, I'm still okay with this card, how it is and how it was. Very, very fun. That's a nice day 2 show. And now, on to Sengoku Lord, where we're going to have another openweight title match, which I've yet to decide who's going to challenge for that. It's probably going to be Jeff Cobb, in all honesty, there. And because I'm probably going to do a tag match on New Japan Strong, if it's in time for that. Because I think Sengoku Lord's actually coming up before a Strong taping. Yes, it is, tomorrow. So yeah, we're gonna do probably Shingo, Jeff Cobb. Probably do a junior match of Desmond, Xavier, and Hiromu Takahashi. Yeah, that seems pretty fair. And Cabana and Yano. And where the rest of the card lays, who knows? We'll get you guys there. Alright, Sengoku Lord. And we'll throw that on New Japan World and TVSI 2. There we go. Backstage incident. And it's Flamita, brought before us as court, accused the family to pick up his share of the tab and on the shared rental card. And Judge Hiroshi Tanahashi found him guilty and sentenced him to pay for the full cost and reimburse his travel partners. Yeah, that will be going to Ryu Lee and Bandito. As so we have pretty much the first 3 matches lined out already. With never openweight title match, Hiroki Goto. Or not Hiroki Goto, Jesus Christ. Shingo Takagi and Jeff Cobb. There we go. As we'll give it 18. Shingo gonna get the win there. Maybe a little more, at the same time. Maybe give it 21. Yeah, that's again a rematch from the Dome. I mean, that match was fucking crazy, and would love to see that again. And then Hiromu Takahashi gonna take on Desmond Xavier. Huge spot for Desmond Xavier here. So Hiromu's gonna get the win there. We'll have that be set to steal the show, just because it's probably just be for the best, and it's kind of like a junior heavyweight title feel to it anyways. 14 minutes. Here you go. I will have Cabana and Yano kind of down here. Towards the bottom end of the card. We're going to give it 13. We won't make it be a comedy match, though. We'll just let it be a regular match. Yano's going to get the win there. It's kind of like the shit's up, We're going to battle it out type of feel to that one. We're going to also throw Bushi and Zachary Wentz on this card. There we go. Bushi's going to get the win there. Not a good night for High Impact, but still, they've come a long way. So we're also going to add that tag match I was talking about with Okada and Mikey Nichols. This is just hilarious. The fucking Dream Team, you kidding? And Tenkoji. And we'll keep it short as well. Okada over Tenzan. I'll have you bust out the Rainmaker for Tenzan. That would be pretty hilarious. There we go. Alright, so that's kind of the first 5 that I got. For as far as the rest of the card here, let's do a singles match. Actually, let's do a 6-man. Let's just see how good Orange Cassidy with tomato juice. We have some orange tomato juice for Sengoku Lord. Who they're gonna take on is the real question here. You know, we can throw them. Oh boy, that'd be fun. Just have an evil Sonata and Tetsuya Naito. Just a fucking overbooked shit that would be for poor orange tomato juice. I'm trying to think it would be a nice start. Yeah, let's give him Dark Order. That's Alex Reynolds, John Silver, Black Taurus. Yeah. Yeah, that seems fair. We'll just... a little quick fix. So we'll have Juice beat, John Silver. Poor. Yeah, I'll do John Silver. Poor. It's the Dark Order Junior Tag Team. Let's get the shit into the stick. So we'll probably, we'll have that kind of be right where that's at. And we'll have a Young Lions match. Be a singles match. So Alex Coughlin and Filthy Tom. We'll show the world what Filthy Tom's got here in New Japan. There we go. That'd be the opener. And the match to follow the opener, will have it be a tag. Well, it'd be a junior tag match, of course. You know, we could do Top Flight, which we haven't really used a whole lot, or we could do Velocities. And decisions here. You know, I think kind of the best course of action would be Mexa Blood against the Velocities. Just again to give them some junior teams to beat. It's Bandito. Gonna get the win there. Alright. So we still got a good bit of time. Because we're kind of really... We're putting a lot of time into Sengoku Lord here. As we could probably give this maybe a little bit more time just to add to the nuance of it. Yeah, we give it 28. And, yeah, and now we can maybe add a couple of minutes to this tag match here. Give it 15, and then Cabana Yano will give it 15 as well. There we go. That's more like it. I want to keep it 8 matches for this Sengoku Lord show. The other thing is being used too much is Jeff Cobb, so that's a good sign there. We still have a lot of people we have never used before. We really need to get that going as far as on New Japan Strong. But all in all, I think this should be a pretty fun card. All things considered. We got 2 title matches. Cobb's going to save the card. But it's just a lot of throwing shit out there and seeing what happens on this Sengoku Lord show. Yeah, Filthy Tom Lawler, 47 here on this show as well. You know, he should do pretty well in New Japan. I feel like Filthy Tom Lawler is pretty much a good fit. I forgot to change the venue, so we're just at a generic venue, so I hate doing that. That's so unrealistic. It just pisses me off, but that's what I get for not paying attention there. Is Filthy Tom Lawler, the guillotine choke in 15 minutes there. 45 for the Mexa Blood Velocities match. 64 for Bandito and Flamita. Holy shit. This is crazy. They are killing it right now. What a fucking team they are. I mean, makes sense, but at the same time, like, it's crazy how well they're doing as far as junior tag teams go that we've booked. Revolution Fly for Bandito over Perez de Silva. Getting a huge win there. A 50 for the Orange Tomato Juice in New Japan does Dark Order New Japan. It's Dark Order New Japan taking the fall. Juice with Paul Friction on John Silver. Juice was the best guy. Orange Cassidy the weak guy. That makes sense. Orange Cassidy, I don't think he's ever done like a tour of Japan or anything. He did a 25. It's not great. Kaiju Tomato outperformed Alex Reynolds. John Silver outperformed Kaiju Tomato. I did Black Taurus. And then Juice obviously carrying that one. Boy, we needed Juice on that one. Big time. Big time. And dislocated knee for Alex Reynolds. Tough start for him. It's Bushi and Zachary wins. It's Bushi with the Ashi Road. It's 11:37 there. It's just a nice win for Bushi. It's a 56 for Cabana and Yano. Yano with the win there. It's good stuff. Yano almost doing a 60. I mean, Cabana, I'm hoping he'd do better, but it just is not clicking yet. With that match, a 66 for Okada and Mikey Nichols, as Okada was an 88. And he was off his game. No one's ever going to come close to that on this show. So Okada, yeah, he did bust out the Rainmaker on Tenzan. As, yeah, Mikey Nichols got outperformed by Tenzan and Kojima. That pretty much sums that up. Hell of a win for Okada there. Way to save the show. It's a 60 for the junior heavyweight title matchup. As, lack of psychology. Makes sense there. Got the crowd buzzing, though. It's Hiromu making that defense number 2. The junior heavyweight title in 13 minutes, beating Desmond Xavier. We could have actually gave that maybe a little bit more time. Could have gave that like an 18-minute match, and but I just felt like having that be the steal of the show, and because we could have had the steal of the show match be Okada with Nichols against Tenkoji, but that wouldn't really have made sense if we were doing this realistically. So at the same time, it's just like figured we might as well just have it be this main event. Please be good. It's a 66. Second defense for Shingo Takagi as a pumping bomber on Jeff Cobb. Shingo with a 69, 45 for Jeff Cobb. That's tough. Yep. We keep on increasing pop everywhere else, but we keep on losing pop in Japan. It's not a good sign. That's what we not need to be doing. Hopefully we could save it with our main and co-mains of, Wrestling Dontaku's Nights 1 and 2, and also for Wrestling Sen Zatsuma no Kuni as well, for those mains and co-mains there. But all in all, I mean, that was, Okada tried. He tried, but couldn't really pull it out. As Shingo did well, as did Hiromu. Really, those three I want to give love to. They killed it. Good stuff there. All right, back on to the tour now. So we got 3 and 4 coming up. And then it should be Wrestling Satsumi no Kuni. And then I think it's, or maybe even more. I think there might be, I already forgot the goddamn schedule for the goddamn tour. There's just so much getting thrown at me. We have, a couple of offshoot shows. We have New Japan Strong we're booking. We got the tour that we're booking. Yeah, we just got it's a lot for my little brain to process. But hopefully, yeah, we're still making good money. So that's good. Good things are happening. So yeah, we do have 4 straight wrestling road to Wrestling Dontaku shows. So we got no backstage incidents. We haven't ran, Kanto. I guess it's been a hot minute since. It's back at Sakura Genesis. Felt like still it's a little too soon. Maybe just to run there. Trying to think what else we. Obviously, there's a couple of Road to Sakura Genesis shows. That's there we go, Congress Center. That works well. Or maybe the gymnasium. Either way, I think we're gonna go with the gymnasium. Just makes sense from that perspective. All right, so the big thing that we need to kind of focus on, I think now, is really getting Mexa Blood some more tag matches. That's the first thing I want to get done on this card. Because they are just killing it. They're having great ratings. They need to beat it's a pretty high-profile junior team, I think. And I think I know just the one for them to beat. Despy and Kanemaru. Yeah, Yoshinobu Kanemaru. El Desperado. Go through Suzuki Gun. Give it 15. As we'll have Bandito. Actually, we'll get Flamito win this time around. And he's been getting a lot of wins. We'll have him beat Despy. Poor Despy. Taking the pinfall there. There we go. As, you know, I think it's time for that Never Openweight 6-man title matchup. You know, we've been talking about it. Throw it out there. See what we can get. We'll throw Shingo, Bushi, Sanada. And then for the Never Openweight 6-man team, I think kind of the best course of action would be it's tough. It's tough, because really the top two kind of 6-man teams we've been booking so far have been Dark Order, and they've been Orange Tamale Juice, and obviously they're taking them on at the actually Wrestling Dontaku show. So, want to throw something different out there, but at least something where they can at least lose. You know, the challenging team. Maybe a Chaos team. I kind of want to do a Bullet Club team, though, at the same time. So let's, because I was thinking of, like, a Jeff Cobb, Toa Hanare, and then some type of junior. Not exactly sure who. Maybe, you know, it's maybe Carl Fredericks. Yeah, but still Carl Fredericks out there, even though he's not really a junior. Sure, this could be a team. Sure. We're gonna give this 15. Actually 13, but it'd be a 16-minute segment. We'll have Sonata beat Hanare here. Never Openweight 6-man just to get. Oh, is it Evil? That's right. I think it's Evil. That's right. I keep on forgetting who. It's Evil. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Now we can have Evil get the win. I do know what the main event's going to be for this card, though, and that's pretty crazy, all things considered. It's going to be a tag match. It's going to be Jay White and Kenta against Tetsuya Naito and Sanada. It's pretty big time. Big time match here. As I think we should have Sanada and Kenta do something on the Wrestling Dontaku card. Not exactly sure if it's a singles match, tag match, not exactly sure what exactly. But something along those lines, for sure. We're going to have this be 22 minutes. And we're going to have Kenta beat Sanada. Pretty big time win for Bullet Club. Actually, I think Jay White could really use a win. There we go. Hell yeah. So I know it's kind of weird where Jay White's kind of position is right now, because he's kind of feuding with two guys at once. We're doing the New Japan Strong thing with Dark Order and Jay White and the Bullet Club. That's kind of like the idea, and we've been using it somewhat in this tour. But now we're cooling it off and also throwing out Naito as well, just to kind of that idea of it. I know that's kind of probably confusing to see him going flipping and flopping against opponents, but it's kind of par for the course with New Japan Strong. A lot of things are going to happen like that sometimes, where there's just a different story going on than what's going on in Japan. As let's see what we can do to kick off the tour. I kind of want to see the Darkness of Disciples take on, I'm not exactly sure who in Bullet Club. I was thinking like Yujiro and Fale. As Fale's been beaten enough this fucking tour. Just because, I think their first loss is going to be GOD. Just because I feel like that's a pretty fun dynamic, those two teams. As we'll give it 15. And we'll give Tankman the win over Yujiro. Yujiro's going to be super pissed. Yep, that's alright. I mean, this is a pretty fun card, all things considered, I think, looking at it from that perspective as probably another 6-man. As I think we're going to do tomato fin juice. I think that's the game plan here, just to give Orange Cassidy a bit of a break, even though we probably should be booking him a lot more because, well, he's kind of the shits. They'll take on the Gods of War. JR, Kratos, Connor, and Victor. Because I think I want to do this for New Japan Strong, but we'll have Orange Cassidy instead. As 12 minutes. And we're going to have JR Kratos actually beat our, nah, we're going to have Juice. Oh, God. About a Juice loss. We're going to have Juice beat JR Kratos. Yeah, but then actually New Japan Strong, it's tough. It's tough how this is going to go. So, okay. So, JR Kratos, he's going to beat Dave Finlay Jr. here. We're going to keep with that idea. Then on Strong, we're going to do the same thing, but it's going to be Orange Cassidy instead. With Orange Tomato Juice taking on Wasteland. And the Wasteland's actually going to get the win on New Japan Strong, so they're booked a little. Rather, Orange Tomato Juice, since they're actually going to take on the Never Openweight 6-man team. As I guess we could have that be after. So we need a Steal the Show match. I guess we'll just have it be this for now. And then a Technical Masterclass to open up the show. As let's just throw Young Lion out there. Nah, maybe not. We'll just have it be actually, we'll throw Tamura out there. We haven't really booked him in a hot-ass minute. Throw Tamura out there, even though he's probably should be a Young Lion, all things considered, but he is one. So we just kind of have to, par for the course type of thing. As, I have him and Goto. That just seems awesome, and that would seem like a fun match when the time is right. It's going to be a lot of time, which I don't like, but at the same time, I think it's a fun debut match as well for Tamura. Yeah, that's right. Goto can't really work that long, so maybe not. Let's throw Alex Shelley out there. Maybe not, because with his chronic knee pain, he'll probably not do so hot compared to somebody else. We could throw Makabe at him. Sure. Or Zack. That could be somebody else, too. We haven't really used a Suzuki-gun like that. As Makabe, Tamura. There we go. We'll have Makabe there. As well, we won't let it be all out either. Give it a slow build. Alright. That's the card. Not bad. We've had far worse tour cards. I think there's a lot more good than bad. Especially compared to Sengoku Lord. I wouldn't be surprised if this is better than Sengoku Lord. Yeah, 50. It's Lariat for Makabe in 15 minutes. It's Tamura, definitely the most talented young lion we'll ever have, because he probably shouldn't be him in SB Gento. As Makabe, Lariat, no problem there. 53 for Tomato Fin Juice in Wasteland. As Tomato Fin Juice taking the fall this time around in Wasteland. As JR Kratos tapping out David Finlay Jr. there. Yeah, Juice outperformed everybody. Saw that one coming. At least David Finlay Jr. is in the 30s now, but still, it's not enough. But that's just a nice little undercard match there. 51. Oh, Flamita Bandito. I don't know what happened. I don't know if the Steal the Show kind of shocked them a little bit. But they kind of dropped down a little bit as the Fly Flame for Flamita. As Flamita was off his game, but it still did pretty well. Both him and Bandito 51s, 41s for Despy and Kanemaru. So 44, for Disciples of Darkness. Sfale and Yujiro, Doomsday Plunge. Not really sure what that entails. Doomsday, that's right. It's the High Time finish from Chronic from the WCW. I just always felt like that's a fun finish, and it's a easy one for those two, and Tankman and Hobbs, and just would look awesome. Someone like Yujiro taking that, Yujiro just fucking die from it. Yujiro carries this one, which is just hilarious to think about. Hobbs with some chronic lower back pain now. It's tough, 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 tough. So Los Ingobernables de Japón defending their never open weight 6-man tag belts, as we have Evil tapping out Toanari, actually, which is with the Banshee muscle. So that's their first defense after being the champs for like 70 days at that point. As obviously Shingo and actually Shingo and Bushi were the best guys. Evil followed up, and then Fredericks was the best guy out of Cobb and Honore. Just love how kind of wild these in-ring performance ratings are. They're just kind of all over the place. Main events of 73 makes sense there. It's Jay White with the Blade Runner on Sonata, which is huge. Huge win for Jay White. He needs that. And Naito carried that one. Big performance from Naito there. We needed that one. We needed a good main event. There we go. We could have gained more pop. We could have gained it in America, but was restricted due to the limited number of viewers there. Same thing with Canada. That's something we need to probably address in the future. Just kind of think about improving New Japan Strong, especially since we're doing, or not New Japan Strong, New Japan World, since we are doing New Japan Strong, is what I meant. And then also, too, just as far as think for the popularity growth of New Japan, it'd probably be a great idea to do that. Just all things considered. All right, on to the next door. All right, they really want us to run the differ. It's not happening, though. We'll go to here, though, as the Okayama Mirror Hall be a sellout. There we go. As we'll go backstage incident here. Kojima still giving some psychology tips to Hayato Tamura. Hell yeah. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Alright, so, for this tour date, again, we want to establish Bullet Club, and we're going to have, I think what we're going to do, just going to have Jay White, and then also back to Brody Lee, back to Dark Order, Bullet Club. So we're going to have Brody, and then Hobbs and Tankman. And, oh, that's right. Fucking Hobbs is probably going to be hurt. So we'll probably have to do Tankman. And then we'll do Black Taurus. So then we'll do Yujiro. And then we'll have the junior. So we'll probably have it be actually going to be Ishimori. Thought about it being Phantasma. We'll do Ishimori. As, again, I want to give a nice win for Jay White here. So I'm thinking, I will probably bump that down to 12. I'm thinking he's going to beat Tankman, just to kind of establish him and kind of get him some more wins before his Intercontinental title match. So we got that going. Hell yeah. And the 6-man team of Sonata, Bushi, and then probably Evil. So I guess we could do Shinko too. I guess we could just, we could just have them challenge another. Yeah, we can just have them do another 6-man team. As boy, oh boy, what to do is the real question. We could throw tough. Because I really, it's tough to call. And now we'll just, let's see here. That way we could do a Bullet Club team of, like, Kenta. And, we could do either GOD. We could do something like that. which I don't actually. I think Tonga's still hurt. We just got a lot of injuries right now that we have to kind of decipher. Yeah, we'll do Tama, and then we'll do Phantasmo. It's a bit odd, but I think it'll work, all things considered. As we're gonna have Shingo beat Tama. So another defense for the Never Open 6-man. As we'll probably have that go on after. I mean, it makes no sense now that I think about that match. Yeah, I think we're just gonna get rid of it. Because now it just kind of makes no sense for what we're doing. Let's go back to trying to figure out something for Mexa Blood. Junior tag match, you know, we got a lot of options for him. We could throw Rocky and Taguchi. I think that's a very much a... Actually, Robbie Eagles and Akira Francesco. That's a fun match. Yeah, that's a great junior tag match right here. This could be a lot of fun to see. Again, another match I would pay to see. As a Bandito over Francesco. And we'll have this also be set for Steal the Show. Hopefully Bandito Flamito don't get hurt. As we're kind of booking the shit out of him right now. As, you know, really, again, I think the big thing that we have to kind of figure out is giving something for Kazuchika Okada for Wrestling Dontaku. And also, too, you know, giving something for Tanahashi in company. So let's do Tanahashi, Ibushi, and then Taguchi. Yeah, well, there we go. I'm liking this. All right, and then we'll do. This is gonna be tough for Goto and Tomohiro Ishii. Man, oh man. The decisions here. Actually, I think we'll give it. I think we'll throw Juice in there, and then for the Chaos Brethren, we'll give him Mikey Nichols. Yeah, because I mean, Chaos that'd be a Yoshihashi spot, you know, 9 times out of 10, but we're just kind of short-staffed, really. This is probably gonna be the main event. We're going to give Juice a win over Mikey Nichols. Again, you know, Juice is kind of getting a lot of big wins here, which you love to see. There we go. We haven't had like a big-ass 8-man in a while. Just a food for thought. Not exactly sure what we do, but just an idea is doing something along those lines. Because, I mean, we're just kind of, again, you know, we're just short-staffed. Yeah, I don't think we have the roster for it right now. Especially we have a couple of matches we've been booking already. So, let's go with giving Kento a junior match. Let's see here. Yeah, we could give him a Yo. Yeah, we'll have him take on Yo. Give it 15. We'll have this be the opener. Again, Young Lions they're getting a lot of shit done. Here we go. And we're going to have Hanma take on. So we're going to have 2 Young Lion matches. Taking on Hayato Tamura. Since Tamura can actually pull out some pretty good ratings. Give it 10 minutes. Hanma with the win. Alright, so now we just need one more match. We've had a couple of singles. We got a tag. I think we got another tag into there. We'd love to see Dangerous Techers have some type of tag match. Oh, we could do. Yeah, I mean that's a huge match right here. That's big time. Yeah, that's fine. We'll deal with the negative chemistry. Yeah, I mean that's a huge match. Maybe we won't do that on the because that's pretty big. We could actually have that be on like Wrestling Dontaku. So we'll back out of that. We can do Cabana and Kaji D'Amato against like Yano and Rocky. Yeah, there we go. There we go. As just kind of keeping up with the story there, as Rock's gonna beat Kaji D'Amato, sadly. Oh, didn't mean to hit that. There we go. Good stuff there. All right. Not the best card. not the best, but we kind of need something like this where we get the young lions more involved. And all. Yeah, Yo being used too much. So is Mikey Nichols and Gintoku. Yeah, that opener's gonna suck. Yeah, I mean it's a 29. Yo at least had a 41, but still, and Yo doesn't have any finishers either. Doesn't have a super kick or anything. I'll have to add that as Tamakana with a 52 here, getting a win over Hayato Tamura. Gets a 51. Not bad. Not a bad match, especially for where it was placed on the card. Could have been much worse. Another 51. Oh, we got a labrum tear for Toru Yano. Tough. As Cabana and Kaiji Tomato come up short as Rocky tapping out Kaiji Tomato with an ankle lock. Cabana and Kaiji Tomato have great chemistry. You love to see that. Hell yeah. That is tough, though. That does not sound good for Toru Yano. Oh, this match didn't work at all. Nobody's over, and that's what killed this one. As Mexablood beating Francesco and Robbie Eagles. Bandito pinning Francesco after the Revolution Fly. Still a very fun match, I think, if everybody's on their game and whatnot, but just everybody was off it, and it just didn't work because nobody's over. Yikes. So 59 for the Dark Order Bullet Club 6-man, as Bullet Club getting the win at Jay White pinning Calvin Tankman with the Blade Runner. Yeah, I mean, Tankman was the worst guy in the match, so, I mean, right decision. All things considered. Taiji Shimori outperformed Jay White. He tied with Brody. Black Taurus with a 50. You'll love to see that. As then Yujiro with a 53. Yeah, that makes sense. He's kind of getting more into his own ranking instead of being in the 60s. As a 66 for the main event, the 6-man team of Golden Ace and Juice Robinson taking on the Chaos team of Hiroki Goto, Tomohiro Ishii, and Mikey Nichols, as Juice Robinson pinning Mikey Nichols after the Pulp Friction, and again, Mikey Nichols worst guy in the match. By far, Ishii best guy in the match. That's awesome. Again, he keeps it going. 66s for Tanahashi Ibushi, 62 for Juice Robinson. Actually outperformed Hiroki Goto. Wish Goto had better ratings than this, but nothing we can really do about that. Again, increasing pop. There we go. On to the next night. I think we got, what, 2 more? And then we'll be at Wrestling Satsumi no Kuni. Alright, day 5. We're coming up on it. We've got day 6, and then it'll be Wrestling Satsumi no Kuni. And again, this is what happened on the New Japan Strong taping. Brody Lee and Jeff Cobb in the main event. At first, I was like, maybe we do Brody Lee Kenta. That's a little too crazy. So we just went with Brody Lee and Jeff Cobb instead. That went about 18. Brody Lee with a 63. One with the Brody Bomb, pretty sick. Eddie Kingston and Lance Archer kind of stunk. Just for what I was hoping for. I was hoping to be in the 50s, but it just wasn't happening. That got a 41. So Orange Cassidy still stinks even in America. So that just kind of is what it is right there. Juice was the best guy in the match, but I think Connor almost, you see there, he did a 54. He almost outperformed him. Wild enough. And then this, Daniel Garcia and Logan Gray. It's like, that'd be a fun opener. Daniel Garcia got the win, and they didn't click, so that kind of hurt the match a little bit. But still, just a fun little Young Lion type of opener. 57, not great. As far as strong tapings go, it's not the worst. The worst was the first one, because of the angles that happened. But really, the Brody Lee Jeff Cobb match is one of the best matches we've ever done. Zack Sabre Jr. and Homicide was actually still the best. which is awesome to see. Which, speaking of, Zack Sabre Jr. and Homicide, I think we're going to do a tag match where it's Kingston and Homicide against Archer and like the Zack Sabre Jr. I was thinking maybe Dangerous Techers instead. Yeah, I think we'll do Dangerous Techers for now, actually. Yeah. Yeah, they have negative chemistry, but that's fine. And we'll actually give Death Riders... I thought about giving Death Riders the win, but I don't think it's going to be it. The Zack Sabre Jr. is going to beat Kingston. Just Zack, I just know is going to outperform everybody in that match, so I figured might as well give him the win there. We're going to pump the brakes on Mexa Blood for a little bit because I don't want them getting hurt. So there's that reasoning behind that. As I think we're going to have... Tamura and SP Kento have a Young Lions match. So I love how I just keep on calling him SP Kento. I don't think we've had them wrestle each other. So build. Masterclass. As time limit draw. There's no winner, there is no loser. As where the hell? There it is. Couldn't find it. Got it though. So we got the opener. We got that match. Dangerous Techers and Death Riders. Let's see here. We can do maybe something singles-wise. We used Filthy Tom Lawler. And, he did really well in his first match. I think we're going to give him Makabe. I love how I tried to, went to search him and throw something on him. Or actually, Hanare. So this is a tough one to call, but I think we're going to give it to Filthy Tom. Just feel like he needs some wins. Former MMA guy, feel like at least, if New Japan ever booked him over in Japan, he'd get over pretty fast, and he'd be someone that they'd love just for what he can do and the respect they have for, I think, for a lot of MMA guys. I don't think it's maybe like that anymore. Definitely was kind of peak MMA, where Pride was on fire over there, but I think still, even in 2021, I think they give a shit about that. As we'll have that be the second match on the card. See what else we can do here. As let's throw a tag match out there. So we maybe a 6-man. I think we'll do a 6-man, and now that's when we're gonna start having Roppongi 3K being like, oh shit, we got an actual team here that's gonna take us on. So Rock, obviously, with all of Roppongi 3K against Mexa Blood of Ryu Lee and Mexa. I could have went with them just being Mexa Squad and then bringing over Rey Horus as well. But as of right now, I think we're just gonna call him Mexa Blood, and I think, I just feel like that's the idea. That's the plan right now. Don't think we need to bring over Rey Horus as of yet. Maybe though, maybe in the future. So I don't know how much time we should get. I love how I was like, we're going to give Mexa Blood a break. And I was just like, actually, never mind. We're going to give it 16. I think they deserve a little bit of time here. And we're going to have Bandito beat Yo. Just to really hammer it in that these guys are a challenger and a serious contender for those junior heavyweight tag belts. There we go. As actually, I think we're going to have this go right here. That's pretty crazy, just because I know Sho and Yo aren't going to bring the same type of rating, but everybody else in that match should be really, really good. I would love to see a never open weight 6-man match, just so we can get more of those out there. So Shingo, Evil, Bushi against the team of, let's just go ahead. Man, oh man. Who to go with? I was thinking a Chaos team of, like Goto, Yoshi, or not Yoshihashi, Mikey Nichols, and then, Kier Francesco. Just to kind of get something different on the card. I'll give it 16 for now. And, we'll, give Evil the win. He'll beat Mikey Nichols. So, not all out. Probably keep it slow build, because I think that's going to be the co-main. At least for now. And in the main event, it's going to be a tag match. It'll be Jay White and Ishimori against Naito and Hiromu. We haven't done this before, which is awesome. And then obviously you see the parallels here. I don't know why they're calling it 2v2. I guess we already have a LIJ Bullet Club match. I don't know, maybe just that's too much. Just the LIJ and Bullet Club. We're going to have Jay White get another win. It's going to beat Ishimori. This should be a great match, though. Like, this could be the best match of the tour. Hiromu is a little upset. We'll keep him strong. I know, I'm an idiot. Ooh, that's a tough one, actually. I don't think Jay White's going to get this win. I think I'm going to have Hiromu beat Ishimori. Oh. Yeah. Ishimori. Good stuff there. Yeah, I don't know why it's 2v2, but that's alright. Do we need Steal the Show? Yes, we do. Boy, that 6-man of LIJ and Chaos, I don't think it needs to go on for that long, actually. I think we're going to drop that down to about 12 minutes. Yeah, that's much better. So we still need the Steal the Show match. I guess we'll have it be this. Even though I don't think it's going to really do the trick, but that's alright. How we doing? Yeah, we're still too much on the Roppongi 3K Mexa Blood match, but I guess we can... Nah, it's fine. It's fine. We're fine. Alright. Yep, time limit draw. The Young Lions. Tamura is almost in the 50s. Good sign. Kinto Goban is 32. Still just a little bit better than Yota Tsuji and Yua Uemura, but still, just not there yet. Filthy Tom Lawler beating Tohanare, the guillotine choke. 44 there, 34 for Tohanare. Yeah, I mean, they're not over, but at least Filthy Tom's getting better. So that's a good sign for Filthy Tom Lawler. So Eddie Kingston, Homicide against Dangerous Techers. As Dangerous Techers beating I guess they've been called Strong Style Thugs. They've been called Outlaw Inc., whatever you want to call them. They lose here as Zack with the Zack Mephisto on Eddie Kingston. As, I mean, yeah, that's, their little tag finish. Yeah, I mean, actually, it's close, but they're still the better team in Dangerous Techers, but it's very, very close. So I got a 53. A 58 for the 6-man. So Rocky was the best guy in the match, by far, as Flamita slightly outperforming Sho and Yo, and Bandito slightly outperforming Sho and Yo, with Bandito pinning Yo with the Revolution Fly. Some good stuff there from Mexa Blood as a 62 for the Never Openweight 6-man tag title matchup, as Evil submitting Mikey Nichols with the Dark the Scorpion. It's their second defense, so already it's been, back-to-back defenses. We want to get these guys some defenses along the way here. I think we'll pump the brakes from now until the Wrestling Dontaku show. So, I mean, yeah, it's still a good performance there from the champs. Evil's even doing pretty good for himself, all things considered. Yeah, 72 here. Obviously, Naito and Hiromu, they have great chemistry. Ishimori and Jay White, they're just not at that level yet. And, yeah, I mean, Hiromu with the triangle choke on Ishimori. 1936. Your winner in the main event at the Differ as well. Yeah, Keystone pop some more. Again, we just need to keep it rolling. Keep it rolling, and just make sure we don't lose any pop in Japan is really the name of the game so far. So I got backstage incident for this Chibata. Yeah! Hell yeah, Shibata's taking Kenta Koben under his wing as a protege. Perfect. Perfect. Alright, so this is, just to remind everybody, this is where, this is our final show before the Wrestling Tatsumi no Kuni show. As we just ran there a couple of tours. Maybe we'll go to Osaka. It's an idea. Haven't been there actually, yeah, I guess we'll go to Nomura Hall, even though we'll definitely lose our ass on that, running a venue so small. But I just kind of want to see everyone's still pretty much hurt. That's been hurt on the tour. I don't know why I looked at that. Just to remind everyone, this is, that final show before the Wrestling Tatsumi no Kuni show. And really the big thing I want to, focus on is adding more shows, or adding more matches to that show, rather. Jesus Christ. As, the big thing that I want to do is, really, I think Suzuki-gun should play a bigger role, I think, on that show. Just from what I've gathered, really. We haven't really done a whole lot with them entirely. We haven't really done, like, we could do, like, Suzuki and Zach, for instance, against John and Kingston. It's an idea, for sure. Problem is with John, is I can't, so he was on just a loan from AEW. Now that we've kind of used all those loan dates up, I have to actually loan him out from the Alliance only on a one-time thing instead of doing a talent trade, because we have nobody on the roster that can match his star power in America, which is something we don't need, but it's something for the trade to work out. So I'm just kind of very nervous and gun-shy about booking John on a lot of these tour shows, because we really don't need that now. So probably what we'll do is a match I want to do, and I don't know how it's going to work, but I want to do Brody and Black Taurus against Kenta and Ishimori. We kind of did something similar to this, but obviously we did Jay White instead. I want to do Kenta Brody on New Japan Strong and on Wrestling Tatsumi no Kuni. The idea is Jay White's going to interfere and cost Brody the win. And that's how Brody's going to lose. Which might be a bad idea, but that's the first idea I've had involving, like, how to get Brody involved more with Bullet Club. Just an idea. Really, we could have Brody beat Kenta right here. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to have Brody beat Kenta. Which is a huge loss for Kenta, but that's a big win for Brody. Especially on this tour, yeah, and especially, something like that. I mean, that's huge. Keep Kenta strong. Alright, he's not budging. Maybe we'll just do that for Wrestling Tatsumi no Kuni. I think that's what we'll do instead. And then we'll do the New Japan Strong match. Instead of having them work as singles on Wrestling Tatsumi no Kuni. Go with something else. Again, Filthy Tom. He's been doing pretty well so far. And I think he's going to meet his match here with Makabe. I think Makabe is going to, show him, hey, you could be a former MMA guy, but you're not beating me. So that's where his kind of run ends here. Losing to Makabe. It's a fun match, though. If it's Prime Makabe, it's a fun match, but obviously now in 2021. Not really so fun, but 2009 Makabe, that's a fun match. They're beating the shit out of each other. Really, what we're doing with, like, Cabana and him and, like, Tomato Juice and just kind of that whole deal. I think it's been a very, very fun and intriguing thing. I think we're going to have them work a 6-man. I have Juice, Cabana. So instead of Orange, I guess we could throw Orange out there just because we need Orange. So, now we're messed up the order. But, there we go. There we go. I guess we could do an 8-man. I've been begging to do an 8-man this whole tour, so there it is. There's our opportunity. As well as Cabana. Then, orange tomato juice. So, really, the thing that makes the most sense is Chaos. But Chaos is now down so many people. They've lost Yoshihashi. They've lost Yano now. Yano's out for 4 months. Very, very tough. Maybe he'll be back before the G1. Who knows? It's very much an up-in-the-air thing. But they should probably take on, probably thinking maybe the old guard. Maybe Suzuki-gun. That might be a little too crazy for him. Just trying to think what's the kind of... Maybe Dark Order. That kind of be fun. We could do Torres. Yeah, I don't think we have enough people because Brody will have to be in it. I don't want Brody beating him just yet. Boy, oh boy. Or just kind of... Yeah, we could, let's do Doki, Despy, Kanemaru, and we'll do Zack. It's a fun match. Doesn't really make sense for the tour. I think this tour, just with so much going on, it just kind of fucked my brain up, and I just kind of threw so much shit on the tour. Some of it made sense, some of it didn't. I'll be honest, this is something that this tour I'm not particularly proud of, but I've done some good things, I think. I think really the Dark Order being over and Mecha Blood being over so far has been great. And, actually, we'll give Zack the win. We'll have Zack beat Cabana. It's a fun match, though. Zack and Cabana always felt like that's a fun match on paper type of deal. That's probably a little too much time for that. We'll give it 11 instead. There we go. Yeah, it's better. Much better. We could do a 6-man of maybe just doing something like a Golden Ace and Tomohiro Ishii, Hiroki Goto, Kazuchika Okada, and now we gotta think of someone to face Okada. Where it makes sense, we threw Kojima at him before. And we got a lot of options. That's the thing about, with Tanahashi and Bushi, they're just they're men without a country. So they're teaming, it has to make sense on a lot of different dynamics. Because, we could do Taguchi. I guess we could do Taguchi and then have, Robbie Eagles. Yeah, I guess we could do that. Or we could do Rock. That'd be fun. Yeah, that'd probably be a better match, too. Give it 22 minutes. And we'll have Rocky beat Taguchi. Or actually, we're gonna have Tanahashi pin Ibushi, or pin Ishii rather. I think that's a fun, and then obviously they're gonna have their singles matches, so then we'll kind of negate that while having Ishii beat him in the singles match. So that's our main for sure. Now we need a good co-main. Let's see here. We got Top Flight. We haven't used them in a while. Velocities we haven't really used in a while. Just exclude book just to kind of see what we're working with. Man, oh man. Yeah, we're just kind of... Because we really don't have a lot of junior teams. And I think that's really showing here. We could do Ishimori and Phantasmo, actually. There we go. That's an idea. Give him 12, and we'll give Phantasmo the win. We haven't done like a Young Lion match, so we can do that, and then we'll have the singles, or we'll have a co-main instead. So we'll have this be a singles match. We'll have Bushi take on Kinto. Little technical masterclass, of course, because it's kicking off the show. Alright. I think we need to steal the show match. Yeah, we do. I guess we'll have it be the co-main. Whatever it is that we drum up here. Man, I just Brody and Taurus. You know, it's a tough call. Maybe a Sonata. Yeah, we'll just throw a. Man, I want to protect Brody at the same time though too. So I was thinking of doing Lij, but I don't think that's gonna work either. Man, oh man, that's tough. Actually, we'll do Cobb, Hanare, Brody, and Tankman as a co-main. It's not the best. We might actually have the 8-man be the co-main. But we'll have this steal the show as Brody's going to pin Hanare. Yeah, there we go. Alright. I mean, not the best show. Again, we're really being saved by the main. But, you know, we're growing. This is a growing tour. You know, we're trying to get guys over, and we're trying to, you know, we got Dark Order getting involved. We're using, really, tomato juice really well, I think, but just orange isn't there, and it's a lot of plans that I had just aren't really working, and it's too late to pull the plug on them type of deal. So, yeah, let's run the show. See what we get. 44, not bad. They don't click, but that's alright. As the Ashi Road for Bushi there. As a 48. SB Kendo with a 26. Not good for SB Kendo, obviously, with the negative chemistry that kind of negated any stats happening for him. That's Makabe with the layered on Filthy Tom Lawler in 11 minutes. I love how much I've used Makabe, like on this, just throughout the tour, and just really, just him in general. You know, Filthy Tom trying to go through the old guard and he gets stopped by Makabe. I think we'll have him take on Nagata on maybe wrestling Satsuni no Kuni, maybe. Could be a potential match there. It's Ishimori and Phantasmo against the Velocities, and obviously Ishimori pulling his weight and then some in this match, carrying this one as the greetings from Kenwood Park for Phantasmo. Not a bad match at 54. At 53 for Cobb and Hanare against Brody Lee and Tankman. Tankman doing the same as Jeff Cobb. That's crazy. Brody Lee with a big boot on Hanare in 12:20. So 57 for the 8-man. So even though Orange Cassidy with a 28, still with Juice and Zach really pulling their weight. Tomato with a 45, Colt with a 47, so he's doing a little better. Doki was off his game. He still killed Orange Cassidy. Orange Cassidy never getting booked again. I know that much. As then our main event, it's a 69. I was hoping it'd be a little bit better, but that's alright. It's still pretty good. Just Tanahashi with the high fly flow on Ishii in 22 minutes. Goto was off his game. That kind of hurt the match a little bit, but still, you know, all in all, he was the worst guy, Goto, which is hilarious. But, you know, Taguchi outperformed him. Rocky outperformed him. Tanahashi with a 69. Nice. He outperforming Ishii to get the win there. It's a good match. Good match to end out the night, and really, not a bad show at all. You know, the worst thing was the opener, and that's, you know, par for the course. Not a bad night, all things considered. All right, on to the wrestling Satsuni no Kuni show. It's finally here. Felt like we've been booking for so long now. I feel like I've been booking for hours. Sure, I have been, just with how long this video is going. But Jesus, you know, this has been quite the death tour for a booker. We got so many things going on. Plus, we're starting up New Japan Strong too. It's just been a fucking disaster in the making. But we'll see what happens though with this show. They want us to run the fucking Tokyo Dome. I don't think so on that one, my friend. This show, it's gonna be a good little show, but it's not gonna be like Tokyo Dome worthy show. Don't get me wrong there. As maybe Osaka. Just an idea. See if we can run anything big. Oh yeah, just the biggest thing's probably Osaka. Joe Hall. Trying to think what's a big venue we can run. Yeah, this gymnasium. It's got 10,000. Not bad. Yeah, it's an idea for sure. Trying to think where else we can run. Yeah, I don't think anything that size is probably around. Yeah, let's see. Yeah. Yep, I mean, that'll work. That's fine by me. Because this is not like a crazy big show or anything. We just have some big-time main events. So we got, obviously, Hiroshi Tanahashi. Tomohiro Ishii. Is Tanahashi's pop below? Oh, no, it's way higher. Oh, my. Ishii's getting the rub here. So we're going to give him 26. Ishii with the win. We'll keep Tana strong. Out of respect. Yeah. Out of respect there. And then Ibushi is going to beat Goto there. I'm pretty sure that's pretty obvious with how Goto's stats have been. As I think what's hurting Goto too is his gimmick kind of sucks, which gimmicks really shouldn't matter in New Japan right now, but at the same time, sure, that does negate some stuff. That we'll give that 22 minutes. Yeah, and then we'll probably do the tag match. Oh. Tag match. Brody and Taurus. Against Kenta and Ishimori. It's going to be a big one for Brody. Brody's probably pop is... That's a 43 and Kenta's a 69, I want to say. Yeah, we're going to keep Kenta strong out of respect again to the man. As I would keep it 18. Brody over Kenta. Slow build. Decisive. Good stuff. Yeah, pretty pissed. Rightfully so. On that one. Yeah, it's a tough call on what we should have be afterwards. Because, like, Okada's there. We could really use an Okada match. We could do Okada and then Francesco and Eagles. As then, let's... what we can do here. We could throw Suzuki at him, I guess. It's not a terrible idea. And just because obviously Suzuki's getting a U.S. title match, and we haven't really used him a whole lot this tour, so we probably should use him somewhere. And obviously, it will be Doki and Despy probably. I guess we could do Kanemaru, but yeah, we'll do Kanemaru, I guess. Just because I know Kanemaru is a little bit over. We'll give it 16. We'll have Suzuki over Francesco. Yeah, fun match there, though, for Suzuki. So already at the time, right there. So now, what I want is I need two things. I need a Steal the Show and I need a Technical Masterclass. I think we're going to have Dangerous Techers and Cabana. Yeah, we're actually going to do Cabana, Kaji D'Amato, Zack, and Ishimori. That's a fun match here. We'll let this be Steal the Show, and Ishimori's going to beat Kaji D'Amato. Yeah, that's a fun match there. Then we'll have something to break between. We'll have... I think we're going to keep with the Filthy Tom going through the old guard. As Nagato's going to beat him here. In about 12 minutes. And then we'll have Tamura. We'll have Tamura. Really, I think we'll have him and Uemura go to the time limit draw. Really, he should beat him, but I don't know when Tamura is going to be ready for excursion and whatnot, so we're just kind of playing it by ear there. Not going to be the best way to open up the show, but I feel like that is a New Japan type of thing to do. So a 7-match card, a little weird. It's a weird little card. Guess we're going to have one more match to make it 8. See what we can do. We could do, like, Mexa Blood. Yeah, we could do Mexa Blood and, let's see, yeah, Top Flight. Top Flight, I love, I've just kind of been using them very, very sparingly. But that's a fun match, though. I would kill to see that. And Mexa Blood and Top Flight. Yeah, I mean, that's not going to be a great card, but I think it'll be saved by what's happening in the main and co-main. Yep, 27. Oh, we had Uemura win. Well, that's not what was supposed to happen at all. Great. Mexa Blood beating Top Flight as Bandito pinning Dante Martin after the Revolution Fly. 61-64. Great shit. Double thumbs up for Mexa Blood's performance. At least Dante Martin's getting pretty good. They're still a little far back, but other than that, they're right there. Nagata and Filthy Tom Lawler. Nagata with the belly-to-belly suplex. Belly-to-back suplex, to be exact. As, yeah, I mean, Nagata's doing his thing. Here we go, 66. Wow. I was not ready for that. As Taichi Shimori, I guess it is called, I guess it is a yes lock, but he doesn't call it that, obviously. As Ishimori and Zack getting the win after Ishimori made Kaiji Tamada tap out. Fun match. Yeah, 66. 67 for the 6th man, as Okada was 92, just killing it. Suzuki with a 68, everybody else was not even close. As Eagles was with a 49 at least, and Francesco outperformed Kanemaru and Despy. As Suzuki pinning Francesco with a reverse DDT backbreaker. Does he not have the Gotch-style pile driver? Because I have never seen him hit it. Or a sleeper. Like, he really needs to get his finishers like that, too. As Taurus and Brody beating Kenta and Ishimori. As, I love how I double-booked Ishimori and I didn't even realize it. Holy shit. I'm losing it. I'm losing it. We're in over our heads. So we're booking way too much. As, Brody and Kenta, they were 65-63. Ishimori the 62 and Taurus with the 52. Like, that could have been easily fixed. All I had to do was just have Despy, or not have Despy, have El Phantasmo team with Zack. Well, actually, even then, that made no sense because Zack and Ishimori, oh my god, they're just, holy shit, they're not even in the same stable. Dear God. At least this gets a 75 to worry my woes away, as Ibushi killing it, getting the Phoenix Splash. In the main event, to 78 as Ishii dropping Tanahashi right on his head with a vertical drop brainbuster. 80 for Tomohiro Ishii, 71 for Hiroshi Tanahashi. You love to see that, yeah. Yeah, I cannot believe. I don't know if I just had no on the brain, but that should have been, obviously, should have been Kanemaru, or, it's somebody else, somebody from Suzuki Gun. I guess it would have been Doki in this case. Jesus Christ. What a shit show. I cannot believe that. How embarrassing. Like, that's on recording. Can't edit that. Like, that's just me just losing it. Just slowly losing it. And, I'm gonna give some love to, Tomohiro Ishii as well. Actually, Kenta, because he is pissed. We need to sway that as much as we can. Good stuff. Alright. Jesus Christ. What we have, I think 2 more? Actually, I don't think we have any more Road 2 shows. Maybe 1 more. And then it's the Dontakus. And we'll have, 1 New Japan Strong. So we're at the tail end of this goddamn tour. And it's probably gonna dig deeper into my grave here booking this tour anymore. Cannot wait for this to be over with. It's been so long. I feel like I've been booking for just hours and hours at this point. Yeah, we do have one more. Dontaku. Holy shit. So I'll get you guys there. Alright. Finally, the last Road 2 show. That's that backstage incident. Hell yeah, Tamura. Way to go. Actually, we'll kick that off. That would be the kickoff of this fucking show. Kojima beating Tamura. Maybe it won't be the actual opener, because we'll obviously have to do, like, a technical masterclass. Because I don't think I'll have this one be it. Maybe, though. Actually, yeah, let's... Yeah, why not? That's fun, though. That's a fun match. Kojima. Boy, I can't believe I didn't... like, that show... We had Tamura lose, and we fucking had... Zack Sabre Jr. teaming up with Ishimori. Then Ishimori got double booked. It was a goddamn shit show. I think we'll give Filthy Tom and Garcia a little rubski here. We'll throw them out here for, they'll take on, I'm trying to think what team would kind of work the best as, because we need, like, kind of like a Young Lion type dude. Because obviously Garcia very much in the Young Lion role. He's just kind of over there at New Japan Strong mostly. So, you know, it's tough. It's tough. I'm not really sure what we'll go with. Maybe, just maybe here, we can go with, yeah, because I think Yota Tsuji. I think we'll have Yota Tsuji. I guess we could have him and Makabe. And we'll have Makabe welcome Daniel Garcia with a lariat. Just makes too much sense there. Can't fuck that one up. Just too simple. A little Team Filthy action. Six-man. Don't know what else we can, as far as, you know, I don't think we need to have any more, never open six-man matches. But, you know, we could have Orange Cassidy and, tomato juice. Let's see here. Well, it's tough, because I guess we could go with, like, a Jado Ghetto Fale team, just because, you know, or Yujiro. That's right, I think Yujiro's hurt. Oh, he's not, okay. I mean, what a shit show match that is. That's going to be one of the worst matches we've ever done. No one's been tuning in to see this shit show. We'll have Orange Cassidy beat Jado, just to try and get him over. Just in the last-ditch effort. Just be like, hey, maybe if he gets a win, maybe I'll help him out. Boy, this card stinks. As, let's go start booking some actual main events here. Again, we haven't really figured out something for Okada for Wrestling Dontaku, and we've booked, I don't know how many goddamn shows now. We've booked like 9 shows, and still nothing for him. That's a little embarrassing. But it's just, like, just everybody's kind of booked as far as, like, top guys. I guess we could do, like, him and Sonata, but that's kind of weird. Man, oh man. I guess we can... So, we'll throw Sonata. And we'll throw Evil. And, yeah. I guess we could do a tag match. Of Evil and Sonata against Okada and Mikey Nichols. Have we done this before? No, we haven't. I know we did Yoshihashi and Okada, and they won. But this time around, not so much. Sonata's going to beat Mikey Nichols. we go. So we got 4 matches. We need 2 more. So we can do Tankman and Taurus against either someone like Fale or even Kenta. Yeah, I can do Kenta and Ishimori there. Or, I'll do Phantasmo this time just to change it up. That match is getting carried by Kenta. As 12 minutes. Kenta. Taurus. Sorry, Black Taurus. We need Kenta to get a win back. Not great. Not a great card. But we'll have to save it with something. And I really have no idea what that something is. I'll try 6-man. As we can do Naito, Hiromu, and Bushi. And then they'll take on a Jay White. Oh boy, yeah, now we're kind of like running. We're running out of Bullet Club people, because now it's going to be Fale and Tama. Which that makes no sense. That's very one-sided, so we can't be doing that. we could throw Shingo in there. So yeah, we could do Shingo. But even then, it just doesn't work. Tell you what, we'll let's add, as far as, because we could do, we could do Bad Luck Fale or Tama. I guess we'll do Tama, I guess. And then Ishimori. I guess we could do something like that. Doesn't really make a lot of sense, but it's it's a match. Oh man, this is not gonna go well. We'll have Shingo beat Tama. There we go. Assuming what we're missing. Yep, Steal the Show Technical Masterclass. Thought we had this set as it. I guess we didn't save it. Steal the Show match. Now that's a tricky one. Guess I'll have it be this. Just a weird card. Because, like, you have Bullet Club Dark Order, you have LIJ Chaos, you have LIJ Bullet Club, and you have Bullet Club and, like, Lion Mark. It just, none of it makes sense. It's a lot of Bullet Club, though. Probably too much Bullet Club, but it's certainly a choice. We'll see what happens here. So 54, reverse pile driver for Kojima over Tamura, as he outperforms him at least in 15 minutes. 51 for Filthy Tom and Daniel Garcia over Togi Makabe and Yota Tsuji, as Togi Makabe welcoming Daniel Garcia to New Japan with a flying knee drop off the top. The old King Kong knee drop. There's a 54 for Orange Cassidy and Tomato Juice over Bullet Club of Yujiro, Geto, and Jado. Orange Cassidy pinning Jado with a super kick. Yeah, I mean, Orange sucks, but at least Juice is doing his thing, and Kaji Tomato's doing his thing, and it could have been a lot worse. I mean, it's not the worst 6-man team we've ever put together, and it's 58 for Kenta and Phantasmo against Calvin Tankman and Black Taurus, as Black Taurus getting taken out by the Kenta combo into the Basaiku knee. It's a 63 for Kenta. Black Taurus with the second best guy with a 51. 47 for Tankman. And then now Phantasmo was the worst guy, and he was off his game as well. Oh, Kenta there carrying that one. It's a 57. Fucking Mikey Nichols. Killed that one. As so now the rounding body press on Mikey Nichols in 12:25. Okado's head and shoulders above everybody else. Mikey Nichols was the weak link, struggling to keep up with everyone else's in-ring performance. Makes sense. As Sonata's angry after the match. That's the last thing we need, is somebody else getting hurt. The main event's a 69. A lot of people off their game. At least Naito and Shingo weren't. As the Los Ingobernables de Japón team get the win, beating Bullet Club, as in 20 minutes, Shingo with the pumping bomber on Tama Tonga. Yeah, Tama with a 48, worst guy in the match. And we had 3 people off their game. As Naito with a 78, Shingo with a 68. 54 for Bushi was the 3rd best guy. Thanks to everyone kind of being off their game. And then Ishimori and Jay White did the same at 53. Not a bad, not a bad card. We've definitely, again, we kind of peak with like a 69 main event on these Road 2 shows. It just kind of is what it is there. We're not trying to do anything too crazy, especially on this long-ass tour. We need to kind of make sure things are important and set to be important type of thing. But that is the end of the fucking Road 2 stuff. Thank God. Now, we're finally at the Wrestling 2 Tacos Nights 1 and 2. What a card they should be. As I'm very excited, but also nervous because I only have like half the card already thought of. We're still gonna have to kind of play it by ear on the rest of it. Alright, they got us at the Sayama Super Arena. I think that might stay that way. As New Japan World. TV Asahi, as always, as our backstage incident. Paul London, who I have not used, not even once yet. As Paul London gave the locker room a lift while when he provided a crate of free drinks for everyone after the beer, or after the at the show. I am just flustered beyond belief here. As alrighty, so the big thing about this is I added some of the matches already that we had planned. Just feel like that's the best idea we can do. Just to because this is already gonna be a long ass recording. So the main event, Kayak Pitbulls versus Golden Ace. And you see there, the Kayak Pitbulls will get the win and be the new IWGP Tag Team Champions. Now, here's the thing. Kota Ibushi's a little unhappy. We'll keep him strong. So, the thing is GOD are still hurt. Or at least Tongaloa is still hurt. He's out for like 4 days. So, he'll be back for the next tour. The question is, do we still do that tag match on the next show, but it's now going to be somebody else? Because I think we have now Dangerous Techers losing to Kingston and Homicide, which is crazy. That's kind of a fun match on paper, but I don't think that's good enough to be the co-main of a show type of thing. So it's very, as far as it's a conundrum we're in right now. And I think just as far as a whole, we should be okay, but it's still, still a little frustrating, our injury predicament that we're in. As Suzuki and John Moxley, of course, the co-main event. Moxley's going to get the win there, even though his reign is going to be all types of fucked up because of him. We're not having, obviously he's not part of the main roster, so we keep on having to get, like, talent trades, and we can't talent trade for him, so we have to do an alliance loan. And a lot of people will probably just be like, well, why don't you just take the belt off him? We're not ready yet. It's not time yet, and I think him beating Suzuki here, it's a fun match. Well, I figured Suzuki's going to be a little upset about that, because his pop is pretty high. We'll keep him strong. There we go. Turn him around. And then I believe obviously the next match is the Never Openweight 6-man, which again, on paper, going into this, before, we ran the tour and whatnot, Orange Tomato Juice is going to get the win here. But Orange Cassidy is so bad that I can't do it. So we're just going to have them retain. And then we're going to have Jay White and Phantasmo taken on Los Ingobernables de Japón of Tetsuya Naito and Hiromu Takahashi. And we're going to have Hiromu beat Phantasmo. Now, here's the thing. We could have Phantasmo beat Hiromu and then that be the junior match. But we've already had Hiromu lose a couple of times already. And it just makes, it just wouldn't make any sense from that perspective. And plus, it'd piss him off, and we don't really need people pissing off. Now, I forgot to talk about the New Japan Strong taping, as that's going to play into that. As Jay White is going to be attacked by Brody Lee, which is going to cause, basically a 2-on-1, and where Hiromu's going to pin Phantasmo. I guess we'll actually have Naito pin him, just because it's a lot more funner that way. There we go. There we go. So, yeah, speaking of that, we'll go and look at the New Japan Strong taping. So, Kenta beats Brody Lee thanks to interference from Jay White. So that is just a little Brody Lee's first loss. At least it's all New Japan Strong, and it's not here in Japan, but at least, it's his first loss, but it's not his first loss in Japan, if that makes sense. As Kingston Homicide beat Lance Archer and Zack Sabre Jr. It's actually a pretty good match, for all things considered. Just Lance wasn't really there, but Kingston Homicide, not bad. 55s for both of them, 55, 57. And then Black Taurus, 56. He's almost in the 60s. He's doing really well for himself. He beat Fred Yehai, which is Fred Yehai's debut on New Japan Strong. I love Fred Yehai, so very, very happy to see him on the card. And finally, the Crown Giant players are going to win as they beat Lee Moriarty and Darius Lockhart, which Moriarty killed him because it was a technical masterclass match, and he got a 54. Lee Moriarty's the man. We definitely need to use him more. We're just kind of New Japan Strong. We're kind of rotating guys, and it's tough, but I think we need to still establish a lot of guys as far as, like, their top talent type of deal. As, that's kind of, or now we can go back into their actual pre-booking stage. Dangerous Techers, Kingston and Homicide. We're going to have Kingston and Homicide get the win as Kingston's going to beat Tai Chi. Tai Chi's pissed. We can let that one slide. We'll pay him off. And Despy and Kanemaru going to take on Jado and Geto in a Suzuki Gun Bullet Club match. Kanemaru's going to get the win there. As probably should have been Despy, but that match is just hilariously bad. As far as we're going to have Kanemaru and Jado and Geto in the same ring. Like, Jado and Geto on Wrestling Dontaku is nuts. That's our 6. Now, we could get 10, or we could stop at 8. It's kind of what I'm thinking. With Brody Lee interfering, I don't want him on the show. But do we have a Dark Order appearance, is the question. That's a tough one to call, really, because I think a 6-man of, like, Taurus, Tankman, and Silver could be interesting. It's a little weird, but I think it could work. We could also do a 6-man of, we could do, I think Alex Reynolds is back. No, he's not back, damn it. I was going to be like, we could have a 6-man of Black Taurus and Silver and Reynolds, but I don't think that's going to work either. Tell you what, let's do Dragon, we did this on a Road 2 show, from what I remember. But we're going to do Mexa Blood and Roppongi 3K. Yeah, because I think we did this. Yeah, we did on day 5. This time around, though, we'll have Rocky beat. We'll have Rocky beat Dragon Lee. Ryu Lee. We need to probably change that back to Ryu Lee. Just now realized that he's Dragon Lee. Because he was on loan from us, and I was just like, oh, we might as well just sign him. So I'll do that right now. Yeah, oh, that's perfect. No, we don't need a mask alteration. There we go, let's see where he's at. There he is. Oh, nope, the wrong picture. Well, is he really under Ryu Lee? Or is he? Ah, there we go, that's right, Dragon Lee 2, that's right. How could I forget? Silly me. Now we got not a bad card. It's a little weird. It's really, we're banking on that main event for sure. But I think all in all, it should do okay. It should be an okay card. Let's see what else we can do as far as what we can throw out there. We could do, I don't think we'll be able to do it now. Yeah, I don't think we will. We'll have it be a 6-man. This first match. And then the next one will be an 8-man. But we'll have Team Filthy, Tom Lawler, Dominic Garrini, and Daniel Garcia take on the old guard of Tenkochi Nagata. Yeah, and 10 minutes, actually 15, we'll have this probably be the opener, as Tenzan is going to beat Garcia. Poor Daniel Garcia, listen, he's got to learn. He's basically a young lion, he's 21 years old, he'll be alright, he'll be fine. As, we can have this be, I'm trying to think what's the best match for Steal the Show. Maybe this. Hopefully nobody gets hurt. How we doing booking analysis wise? Oh, it didn't save as a technical masterclass. And Azuka's getting overbooked to shit. That shouldn't happen. We have so many road agents. Pick your poison. Yeah, we'll have Kaki Kobayashi. I was just curious to see where we're at. So we're at 8 segments. Think we're good. Yeah, I think we're right there where we need it to be. It's an interesting card. We kind of got a lot going on. We got, obviously, Suzuki-gun, Death Riders, Mexa Blood, and Chaos. We also got Suzuki-gun, Bullet Club, and LIJ Bullet Club. It's just kind of all over the place. But, it's should be an okay show, though, nonetheless. I'm kind of curious how many people we got for the Super Arena. Okay, 36,500. All right, perfect. Perfect. Well, 51 to kick off the show is Yuji Nagata and Tengoji beating Team Filthy 14-36 as Tenzan pinning Daniel Garcia with a flying headbutt. Kojima the 56, best guy in the match. Nagata with a 49, as did Tom Lawler. That's fun. There you go, Tom Lawler. Getting a little better. As Dominic Garrini was nowhere close to be. Daniel Garcia is even doing better than Dominic Garrini is. Tenzan there with a 48. 51, though, not bad. Oh, yeah. Oof. Yeah, this match had no business being on the card. I should have just scrapped it for something else. Despian Kanemaru beating Jado and Geto as Kanemaru pinning Geto with a deep impact. Yeah, that match stunk. Let's move on. So 65, goddamn, as Mexa Blood beating, or Chaos rather, beating Mexa Blood this time as Rocky pinning Ryu Lee or tapping out Ryu Lee, rather, with the ankle lock. As I think that might have actually been the finish the first time around, too. But I could have been wrong. I could have swore Bandito beat Yo, or Flamita beat Yo. But Bandito, Ryu Lee, and Rocky, all 68, 67. Great stuff there. Flamita with a 59. At least Show's kind of getting better. He was off his game, so he probably would have done like a 50-something. There we go. As a 60 for, Kingston and Homicide are not ready. But the Blackout Lariat for Kingston over Tai Chi. Kingston outperformed Tai Chi, so I know Tai Chi was bitching about losing, but Kingston at least outperformed him. The 77, yeah, fuck yeah. There's Hiromu and Naito beating Jay White and Phantasmo, thanks to the interference from Brody Lee, as and costing really Phantasmo was just a man with no one to help him out there. So 77 for that segment. 59, oof, that was a steep fall. I figured so. With who was involved in this match. Hilarious that Juice is the best guy in this match, though. As Evil pinning Orange Cassidy with evil. With everything is evil. As, they are killing it with their third defense. And they're, that's just kind of crazy how much I just kind of jam-packed all those defenses all in one tour. But, at least they're a much better team than what Orange Tomato Juice are. Orange Cassidy, man, he fucked it. He fucked it all up. So 56, goddamn, for this U.S. title match. Suzuki and Mox have at least good chemistry, but then Moxley got a stiff neck, and it really fucked him. Suzuki outperformed him by a mile. I figured that was going to be the case with his pop being what it was, but was not ready yet for Mox to get rid of that U.S. title. Not ready just yet. Debuted a new power spot, though. There you go, Mox. Main event of 76. Thank Christ we get back on track. The Kayak Pitbulls win the IWGP Tag Team titles. Ishii pinning Ishii pinning Kota Ibushi, rather, with the GTR into the lariat. As, Ishii got outperformed slightly by Tanahashi, and Ibushi gets outperformed by Ishii. Goto really brought that down. I could see where someone was like, wrong team won. Definitely get that. Ibushi and Tanahashi, they've been killing it. Maybe probably a little too soon they dropped the belts on them. But I think the Chaotic Pitbulls are a fun team. And they're a team, I think, to beat Golden Ace. I think it just makes sense, would be the Chaotic Pitbulls there. See how the show does. Increase their pop everywhere. That's, whew. Thank God. The best match was Naito, Hiromu, and Jay White and El Phantasmo. Yeah, literally the worst thing on the card, almost worst thing on the card, was the title matches. Was that U.S. title match. It barely outperformed the opener. And, fucking Guarini did, a 27 in it. That's embarrassing. Embarrassing. But at least the main event delivered, and that's what all that matters at the end of the day. There, as let's see who to put over. Taichi was pissed, so we'll give him some love. Naito killed it. Give him some love. And again, we had no Okada on the show, which is a big mistake there. And we'll give Suzuki some love as he was pissed as well. Alright, one last show for this episode, and it's night 2. We got the Intercontinental Championship match, which should be really, really good. So we have, as well, the Junior Tag Title matchup. Mechs of Blood and Roppongi 3K. We'll probably have Kingston and Homicide take on the Chaotic Pitbulls there. And it's not the best idea, but we got to do something. We're kind of just fucked from that regard. As I do want to pre-book everything real quick, so I will stop the recording for a little bit, and then we'll be right back for the end of this tour. Alright, night 2, Wrestling Dontaku, Cabana, entertain the locker room by organizing a poker tournament. Hell yeah, probably a lot of fucking people in that tournament. New Japan World, TV Asahi, hell yep. Alright. So this show, it's a very, very different than what we talked about when we were going over it. So, obviously GOD's hurt. And it was like, well, do we do Kingston and Homicide since they beat Dangerous Tekkers? It's like, no, because I want to do that 6-man with Death Riders and Suzuki-gun. So, went away from that. Instead, it's going to be Brody Lee and Black Taurus taking on the Chaotic Pitbulls. I think that's a fun match, but also, I think that's a great starter for Brody Lee in his first title match. It's a tag match, so it's not that crazy of a match. So the opener, fucking the main event, IWGP Intercontinental title matchup, Naito, Jay White. Naito's going to get the win there. And it's just for the Intercontinental Championship because it's like a rematch clause for Jay White. He's wanting to get that rematch with Naito. There, as in the tag match, which should be pretty good, all things considered. With Brody and Ishii. It's not going to be as great as the last match we just saw. But it's going to be a very good tag match. That is for sure. In the junior heavyweight tag match, a Mechs of Blood and Roppongi 3K. No surprise there, Mechs of Blood getting the win, becoming the new champs. Yeah, they're awesome. Mechs of Blood's the shit. Love them. And it's very, very awesome to see them doing well. And then we're going to have Death Riders, Suzuki-gun, 6-man tag. And Zack Sabre Jr. is actually going to beat Jon Moxley here. This is going to lead into a New Japan Strong title match for Zack Sabre Jr. and Jon Moxley. That will probably main event a show. As, Moxley's using his creative freedom. There went that. As he can just beat Eddie Kingston, I guess. Yep. That's the shitty thing about Mox being the U.S. champ. It's kind of like if he's, we're at the mercy of just, we had it be Homicide. Oops, we'll just go ahead and change that. I don't want Homicide taking the fall. That is for sure. As Eddie Kingston, there we go. Huge win for Zack, though. Should have been a bigger win, but still nice to see Zack getting a win. So we're going to have High Impact versus Oromu and Bushi. We're going to set this for Steal the Show, and Oromu's going to get the win there for his team. And then Ishimori and Despy against Kenta and Taiji Shimori. Kenta's going to get the win for his team there. And to open up the show, 8-man tag, all of Team Filthy. Filthy Tom Lawler, Josh Alexander, Daniel Garcia, and Dominic Garrini taking on Great Bash Yell and Tenkoji combined as, and then I believe that was Kojima beating Dominic Garrini there. As, that's kind of where we're at so far. We're just a minute under the time. There is going to be a post-show promo. I think it's going to have to be a post-show promo. It might actually just be a promo. As Okada is going to challenge. Okada challenges Tetsuya Naito to a double championship match for Dominion. There's our big time main event for Dominion right there. Already pulling it out there. Okada and Naito. Hell fucking yeah. we'll get that. They'll let that be like a 4-minute promo. There we go. Hopefully that angle goes well. As then we have, really, what else I can do for this card? I want to have Okada on the card as well. Not sure in what capacity. Because really, like, 6-man wise, we can't really do anything. Because, really, the only Chaos guys he's got to team up with are Junior guys and Mikey Nichols. So that can't really work. Really, I would love to see... Yeah, let's do Kaji. Got an idea. Let's do, yeah, let's, do Tomato Juice. Kashi Tomato Juice Ramsey. Even though Kachi's a junior, he just kind of is impervious to some of this stuff. I will just, maybe we'll have Cabana instead. No, let's go with Tomato Juice. Because it's going to be Tomato Juice against Los Ingobernables de Apone of Sonata and Evil. And, yeah, it's not going to be a good night for Tomato Juice. And not going to be a good tour for Tomato Juice. As we're going to have Sonata beat Juice. It's a very good match, though. All things considered. There we go. Yeah, we could put that there is fine, I guess. It's, just kind of all over the place. Yeah, I mean, I would like to have an extra segment just to be safe. As I will have it be a singles match. Let's give Yoshida somebody that's, like, pretty impressive. Trying to think, like a Rocky Romero could work, or something like that. We could throw him Tiger Mask. Yeah, it's, I can do him and Nagata, old Blue Justice. Actually, to have another tag match, let's do him, and, I have him and Yoshida, Blue Justice. Take on, like, a team and a junior, or in a Young Lion type guy, or at least in that regard. Yeah, we'll do Kabadan. Alright, there we go. Hey, I'm loving this. It was a fun little match here for the undercard. And we're going to give Cobb the win. Jeff Cobb, we pushed him strong, and then we kind of let off the gas a little bit. Let's get that gas back on. Get him a win over Nagata as well. Yep. Felt like that was going to happen. But I'll keep Nagata strong out of respect to Yuji Nagata, because he's the man. See if he sways. Nah, alright, well, I'll try to swing that one over. We'll have that follow that. And, yeah, I mean, that's a fun card. Fun card, I think, all things considered. Yeah. The only button who's, too much is Black Taurus. Let's see what we can do, like, pre-show-wise. We can add maybe a couple of things to a pre-show match as, yeah, I would love to see Francesco in Eagles. Again, crazy, the only thing we're having Okada do is do a promo. Yeah, because, I mean, I guess we could add a Bushi and Tanahashi, like, beat, like, Okada and Nichols, like, something like that. But we did not. Yes, Shingo's not on the card. We got a lot of people that are not on this card. I'm trying to just think of a junior team. I guess we'll just throw the Velocities. I think we've done this before. We have not. Oh, wow. That's a fun match. A couple of Aussies and an Italian. Just, we're kind of all over the place. I'll have Rob Eagles get the win. Oh. And at least Hobbs is back from his injury. So we'll have the Disciples of Darkness get a win over a team. Yeah, we're going to have the Crime Time players. Actually, Gods of War. That seems like a more match their speed. Let's Tankman a win, because he's been doing great this tour. Alright. Alright, 59 for the first pre-show match. Actually pretty good. London and Silva, the 58s and 53s respectively, and Francesco and Eagles with a 55 and a 50. I mean, yeah, they're great. Like, these are two great junior tag teams. We just got to get them out there type of thing and get them. But that's the kind of the thing about the junior tag division is we can only use so many junior tag teams. We could try to bring people in from the outside and try to help them out as far as people with pop go. But, like, obviously, Velocities and Robbie Eagles and Kira Francesco, we have to build them up from the ground up. And at least Eagles was a little bit over, but even then. But at 59, though, still a nice pre-show match. Ooh, we got a terrible match here for the Disciples of Darkness and Gods of War. Tankman tapping out Victor Kratos, but we got a broken rib for Victor Kratos, and Connor with a 49. Calvin Tankman, though, with a 50. Will Alps with a 45, and Victor Kratos with a 34. 4 broken ribs in the pre-show. Not a great way to open up the show. 33 here. As I figured it'd be we didn't give enough time. That's why I fucked it up. There we go. It makes sense. That's why we got a 32. Because I was like, well, usually it's not that bad. But no, it was that bad because the time. Let's go Gene with a 56, 51 for Makabe, 49 for Filthy Tom, 47 for Tenzan, Hanma with a 34. 46 for Garcia, 45 for Josh Alexander, and 29 for Dominic Rini, who hopefully we can get by a 30 by the next tour. As Nagata and Yoshida taking on Cobb and Hanare. Cobb with the Tour of the Islands on Nagata. Yeah, just a lot of 40s there. 47s for Nagata and Hanare, 46 for Cobb, and a 41 for Yoshida, who was off his game. 62 for Kenta and Ishimori against Taichi and Despy. Yeah, I mean, Kenta and Ishimori, great team. Great, obviously Kenta, junior heavyweight roots, and him and Ishimori, no strangers to each other, so that's just a fun team there. And Kenta with a Kenta combo into the Basaiko knee over Despy. So 56 for High Impact and Hiromu and Hiromu and Bushi there. Xavier was off his game, but he still did a 47. Hiromu getting the pin with the Time Bomb over Zachary Wentz. 13-4. Time Bomb number 2, too. He busted out the fucking Emerald Floation. Well, that's crazy. As a 67 for Tomato Juice and Los Ingobernables de Japón. As Juice and Sonata really carrying this one. Kaiju Tomato almost did about the same rating as Evil. You'll love to see that. Skull End on Juice. That's crazy. But, again, Sonata and Juice is going to be a fun match that we might do at Dominion. It's an idea, just as far as like an undercard singles match. Not the worst idea I've ever heard. As a 63 here for the Death Riders. Suzuki-gun 6-man. Mox still outperformed everybody in Death Riders, even with his injury. Zack Sabre Jr. the 72. Suzuki the 69. Yeah, Zack should probably, I would have loved to see Zack beat Mox there. Hopefully Mox will let him lose in the States, maybe, for New Japan Strong. I don't know what we're going to do about that. Because, Zack should have beat him here, and then he should beat him in the singles match. But we'll see what happens. As a 47. Damn it. Thought this would be a little bit better than a 47. Especially, Yo was the worst guy in the match, so the 47. Probably not enough time, but Mexa Blood getting the win with the Revolution Fly, as Bandito pinning Yo there. IWGP Junior Heavyweight Tag Team Champions, your new IWGP Junior Heavyweight Tag Team Champions in Mexa Blood there. The 77. Holy shit, for this tag match. Black Taurus and Brody Lee with great chemistry, really helping out the match. Brody Lee outperforming Goto, but again, Ishii killing it. That's a great match, though. That's awesome. That's what we need right there as the co-main. Let's see what this main event gets. An 80. I'll take it. As Naito beating Jay White 28-39 with the Destino. Making his first defense of the Intercontinental Championship. As a 59 for Jay White. That just saddens me so much seeing those. He's no way like a 59. It just sucks that he's stuck there. But hopefully we can get something going. In the promo, as Okada says this. Okada, or as Naito-san. Congratulations on beating my Chaos Brethren in Ishii. Congrats on your win here tonight. You might have beat me at Wrestle Kingdom. That's going to change come Dominion. 4 years ago, at Dominion, after I stopped your first ever reign as the IWGP Heavyweight Champion, it created the greatest championship reign in the history of this business. The Rainmaker is the standard bearer of this company and what it means to be a champion. I'm going to do it again come Dominion. I'm going into the 2020 Tokyo Olympics carrying the torch with both the IWGP Intercontinental and the IWGP Heavyweight Championship. And there's nothing you could do about it. Just a simple little promo for Okada. And, as Naito just kind of recovering from his match with Jay White, just listening, not really saying anything. They get in the ring there, they have the little stare down, and we have our main event for Dominion set. Okada Naito. Should be a fucking banger. Fingers fucking crossed there. Creased or popped a lot of places. Would have creased in a lot more. Even one spot in Japan, but was restricted. Definitely need to think about improving New Japan World. That is for sure. Probably one of our best shows we've ever done. Probably, weirdly enough. For this second night of Wrestling Dontaku, this would have been a great card. Had that junior tag match that fucked up. I just hate seeing that 47 there. But other than that, some great matches. Hell, the Francesco Eagles Velocities match was better than the junior heavyweight tag match. It's better than the Hiromu Bushi High Impact match. That's how awesome it was. That junior division is really rocking and rolling. Speaking of that junior division, though, our next tour, it's Best Super Juniors time. As always, a fun time. The Best Super Juniors, in my opinion, I love it. It's junior heavyweight wrestling is just peak. As we're just gonna give some people some love. Naito, Brody Lee for being awesome, and probably Bandito, to be honest, for at least doing really well in that. I know we probably should have gave it to Nagata, but I'm trying to spread the wealth here. As the Best Super Juniors, what a tournament we got lined up. You're seeing that we brought in Mexa Blood. They're going to be involved. We're probably going to use Desmond Xavier as kind of like an Impact representative. I don't know what I think. I don't want to. I'm gonna keep the AEW one close to the chest, but hopefully it's going to be awesome. Hopefully it performs well. Obviously we have Hiromu, we have Bushi, we got Ishimori. We have a very Kashi Tomato's going to be in it, representing Tomato Juice. Should be very, very fun. And we'll catch you guys for the Best Super Juniors in the next episode. Take care, everyone.